Boom by Tripe. Here we go. Yo, what is up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to Richie Rich Abroad and our live stream. I'm your host, Richie Rich.
And this is Chang. Good evening to you guys.
Good evening to everyone. Remember, you have a mic, Chang. You do not have to shout.
Yes, I'm just giving you a bit of my energy,
We love the
transferring
energy.
the
Love
energy.
the energy. All right. My ear hates it. Though.
Okay.
This ear hates it. Yeah, just, yeah.
Okay.
We're going to be cool.
We'll
today.
bust the other ear.
Let's not. But all right, let's get the show cracking.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, go ahead and get the show cracking. Let's go.
All right. So welcome back to our live stream. We love having you once again for the weekly regular Sunday live stream. And of course, today's topic is we're going to start off with our live stream or poll results. And
how about we do everything before we get to that?
Okay,
right?
Sure. But of course, don't forget, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the like, to subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get updated on our latest videos. And of course, for this live stream, don't forget to hit the like. And reminder that...
Slow down. You gonna be all right?
Yeah.
You doing cocaine?
No.
Yeah. Slow. Take it easy.
Okay.
Take it easy.
All right. So
you're a million miles an hour today. Take it easy.
So before we get started, don't forget that this is a call-in live stream. So everybody, the number is 415-490-8030. Rich here will post the number on your screen.
Right there.
And of course, you're very welcome to give us your call and give us your take for our topic for today. And most importantly...
You gonna breathe? Can you breathe? Are you breathing?
Yeah, I'm breathing.
You sure? Okay. All right.
And most importantly, we are respectful in this live stream, and Rich here will be very quick to pull the...
Yeah. Slick Rick is not here today. Slick Rick is on sabbatical. So I got the trigger, and believe me, I will pull the trigger super quick because I'm just no shenanigans. I'm going to pull the trigger super quick. If there's any trolls or anything, or even if I'm not sure, no shade on anybody, but we just got to keep the show rolling. So
yes.
Yeah, so please be polite, be cool to everybody, be respectful to everybody. And we'll all be good.
Yes. So Strict Rick is not around.
Strict Rick. Okay, gotcha.
Strict Rick is not around. So yeah. And of course, we welcome super chats, super stickers, whatever super it may be. And thank you in advance for your generosity.
Always appreciate the generosity and the donations as well.
Yes. So let's talk about the poll results.
I think it's a couple things before we get to the poll results,
Okay.
right? First and foremost, we have a plethora of new members. Is that worth talking about?
Yes.
I think so too. Right. We got a plethora of new members. We want to thank you guys for subscribing to our channel and for being members of our members only in our members only group. It's up to us. The members only is a 1 month subscription, is a 1 month thing. So in my mind, it is up to us to keep you guys subscribing. It's $2.99. $2.99 I know is a drop in the bucket to most of us, but to some of us it's a lot. But regardless, it's our hard-earned money. So we are going to do our best to make sure that we earn that membership and that we keep you guys coming back. We love having you guys. So thanks to our 40-something, almost 50 new members.
Thank you.
Yeah, so thanks to that. Thanks to the guys who put out new memberships.
Yes.
And who helped guide us through the process, because we learned a lot yesterday about how YouTube does things. So that's appreciated. Okay?
Yeah, so we'll try to make sure that we give you quality content.
We will make sure.
We will make sure that we'll give you quality content that will be worth your money. So to keep you entertained.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right. So the live stream, the poll results or the poll question was about what's the biggest reason some Western men say they feel unwanted at home. But before we go into the poll results, let's shout out some people who are here with us.
Okay, we could do that.
All right.
So let's get it cracking. With Cliff TV, who's a member. A member. Raymond Walker, also a member.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to the show. And thanks for being members. Veteran Prime, also a new member.
Thank you.
Right? Let's see who else is in the house.
All right. So
Chang is, oh, that's you.
I
Okay.
mean,
Anyway. Morris is in the house.
hello, Morris.
What's going on, Morris? What's happening with you, brother? Black Box is in the house. What's going on?
Kevin
Also
Benson.
a member, right? Kevin Benson. And KB is in the house. What's
Thank
going on?
you,
I thought
KB.
you was at the dirt track. Okay. All right.
He's here.
Okay.
So,
Obi-Wan.
yes. Sorry.
Okay. Obi-Wan is in the house. What's going on? Love having you here, Obi-Wan. We always appreciate you. Jeff Beckett is that.
Welcome.
Welcome, Jeff Beckett. That is a new name. We are pretty good at recognizing new names. So Jeff Beckett is in the house. All right. And adds his comment, yes, for both money and more affordable country and love, right?
Okay. So I think that's a response to our poll.
To the poll, right? Exactly. Jeff, welcome to our show. Don't let this be the last time you drop your comment. We appreciate you having you here. Tiger is in the house. What's going on, Tiger? Alan is in the house. Alan retired is in the house. What's going on?
I'm a proud American, but deeply disappointed with my country. My life is so much better here in the Philippines.
Alan, I echo your sentiments. I absolutely echo those sentiments, right? All right. Let's see. We shout out Black Box and Tiger. DG, Derek Greenwade is in the house. What's going on, brother? Okay.
I see green people. That's what Mr. said.
Oh, okay. Got you. Okay.
Green people, like literally, because those green, I think badges are will signify that they're members.
Exactly. A lot more than we had last week, for sure, right? Juggy is in the house. Mister's in the house. What's going on with both you guys? Fournay is in the house, all the way from down under. We always appreciate having you in here, Fournay. KB. Oh, okay. So KB said there was a wreck at the dirt track, because I know where KB was at, because we were just chopping it up a little bit ago, right?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And Totally Frank is in the house. And go ahead.
I'm coming to the Philippines because of the cost of living. I still love the United States. I am a veteran.
And you know what, Frank, Totally Frank, I'm right there with you. I mean, I'm not a veteran, but as far as living in the Philippines, anybody who knows me knows how much I love my country. I have different thoughts about our government. But as far as our country, I love my country. I love the people of our country. I don't care where they come from. I don't care if they're legal immigrants or not. I'm sorry, I do care if they're legal immigrants or not. But as long as you're there legally, I love you and I welcome you to our country. But as far as what the direction our government is going in, I have issues. Anyway, that being said,
let's talk about the biggest reason, according to our audience who responded to the poll. The biggest reason some Western men say they feel unwanted at home got 52% is totally unrealistic standards set by Western women.
Really? I didn't think the answer would be something related to women. I thought it would be like, well, I mean, I didn't think the answer would be that one, the unrealistic standards. I thought, to be honest, it would be the lack of appreciation
for traditional masculinity due to feminism. I mean, it got 35%.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I definitely agree. I think the reason that a lot of cats are leaving and are willing to go somewhere else is because of stuff we see on the internet, stuff we see on TikTok, on Instagram, all that. The lack of femininity and wanting to go somewhere where women still have adhere to traditional gender roles. They want to be feminine. They still want to be feminine. But out here, I'm seeing more and more women with tattoos on. I'm seeing more,
piercing.
I'm seeing more and more cleavage, lower and lower cleavage. You start seeing a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, so I think the key word in our poll is unwanted.
Yeah.
Unwanted, felt, unwanted. Because as we watch videos on YouTube, a lot of Western women would say that they want you to have, earn six figures. You need to be looking a certain type of way. So there are unrealistic standards that are set. And of course, some of the men who come here to the Philippines also doesn't necessarily need to meet those standards. I'm not gonna deal with those unrealistic standards and then go somewhere else where they are appreciated.
So I think that's one of the videos that we're doing in this upcoming week, which is about what's the difference between one of the differences between the women here. Are the women here? What was the question? Wasn't there a question?
I think we're going to talk about that in a little
You
bit.
should highlight the question, the actual
Huh?
questions, right? So we don't
Okay,
have to
so
scroll. Yeah, yeah. Do Filipinos value simplicity, or are they willing to settle for less?
yeah.
In other words, are the standards here the same as they are in the West?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is one of the biggest differences between when you come here. The women don't have the ridiculously high standards that they have in the West, and I think it does make a huge difference. You can still get a beautiful woman here who's fit, feminine, friendly, who's cooperative, who's wanting to be on your team, right? And who's
Mm.
wanting to be part of the team.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, she has normal standards. She doesn't have these crazy high standards where you have to make two times what she makes. We're gonna make
Mm.
more. Most of the guys here are gonna make more than what she makes.
Yes,
Most of
definitely.
the foreigners anyway.
Mm.
But the standards are more realistic, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
we'll break those down. Some more, we'll discuss more of those uh topics or points when we do the video or when we release the video this week.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So,
So,
Mr. said, I honestly never felt American until I left America. I absolutely concur with you, and I know what that feels like. It was the first time people referred to me as American instead of Black or hyphenated African American. I absolutely I absolutely agree with you. I know exactly what you mean. Because would you agree that when you go abroad, people treat you different when they know you're American? They treat you different. They talk to you different. There is a difference. Whether you're black, white, or whatever, people talk to you and treat you different. They know the difference. There's a certain amount of respect or admiration for you if you are American. In a lot of countries, not every country, especially some European countries, but there's a certain amount of respect that comes with it. So I agree with you, Mister.
sorry, I have a question mark
Sure,
in
you
my
don't have to say sorry. What's your question?
uh, does it mean that you didn't feel welcome or you didn't feel like you're part of America when you're back in America?
There's times when you don't. There's times when you don't. There's times when certain groups don't, and certain groups, any group that whose skin color is not white, might not feel welcome in America. I
Mm.
mean,
Oh,
it
yeah,
is
it
it
makes
is what
sense.
it is. It is what it is. And I'm not saying by everyone, but for sure, if you are Asian and you come to America, I
Mm.
promise you, there will be times when you don't feel welcome in
Okay,
America.
gotcha,
If
gotcha.
you are Hispanic, if you are black, there will be times when you definitely do not feel welcome in America.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Okay,
It is what it is.
got
If
it.
you're not very rich, there will be times when you feel like people just don't give a damn about you in America. It is what it is. Okay, but
Okay,
good question. Thank you for
you're welcome.
that. Okay,
All right, so the black box said, "Me too, Frank. I'm a veteran too, and I love my country."
love my country.
Mm.
I have a lot to say and a lot different feelings about the direction our government is going in,
Mm.
but you'll never. And I've heard people say I've heard Americans say they hate America. I can never get down with that. And
Mm-hmm.
no shade on them. I can never get down with saying I hate America or I hate. Uh, no, I love my country. But that's what makes our country great is that we have the right to say that we don't agree with what our government is doing. That's
Mm-hmm.
part of what makes our country great, right?
Okay. So me three black box.
Black
So
Box
we
said
have
me.
three
Yeah.
veterans.
Obi-Wan said
Yeah.
Obi-Wan said me three. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Mr. said, "I chose the lack of respect for masculinity. I have noticed ever since my sixth grade science teacher."
You know what, Mister, where do you think that comes from? In my opinion, and I know I harp on this sometimes, but I think it comes from single parent families. I think it comes from from single moms raising kids and being overwhelmed with raising kids and not having a father in the house,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of the reasons, because she chose wrong multiple times with multiple men, or because dude might have left for whatever reasons he left. But there's a lot of single parent homes, and I think the fact that there's no father in that home, it reflects so much on how the children act and how the girls act, and there's this lack of respect for masculinity. I
Mm-hmm.
absolutely agree with that, Mister.
Yeah. So I think the lack of the lack of the presence of a male role model.
A mole model, right?
A male role
We got
model
you.
in the family.
We got you.
Okay, so Yeah, so we have Mr. said, I'm sorry. Okay, must be totally Frank said, Black Box, thank you for your service. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally. Frank said, thanks for your service. Let's see,
Mr. Said, I have no desire to live in a country where masculinity is not respected and is taken for granted.
I have to agree with you. I have to
Mm.
agree with you. Absolutely.
Okay,
Okay.
Luca, hello. Thank you for joining
Good
us.
morning,
Good
Luca.
morning. Magandang umaga. Where are you? Where
Yeah,
are you
I was just going to ask the same
watching
question.
from, Luca?
Which part of the Philippines
Mm-hmm.
are you
Or
in, and are you dry? Right, because it is raining pretty hard out there. Not right now here,
yeah.
but it's been raining off and on. It is typhoon season, and
Mm-hmm.
it is in full effect out here for
Yes.
sure.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, Black Box said, you too, Frank. Thanks, brother, and be blessed. All right. DG said, Richie, for my wife and I, it's faith, family, and our pursuit of
That's it.
happiness.
Here's the thing. I feel like every man has the responsibility to give. I mean, he should feel the responsibility to give his family the best life possible, to work hard as he can to give his family the best life possible, whatever that might be, the most comfortable life he can provide. I think that's what every man would want to do for his
Mm-mm.
family, right? So we want, whether it's in the Philippines, it might be in the U.S., could be Canada or whatever country, but every man, in my opinion, wants to do that, would want to do that for his family. So,
For sure.
but if you feel like your masculinity is not being respected or your decision making is not being respected, either one of two things: either you need to pick somebody else, or you need to start making better decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, I concur. So Mr. said, remember, fellas, either you have a teammate or you have an opponent. Recognize this as early as
Right.
possible.
Right. I, Now, how come you don't come on the show, Mister? Call in. You got the number, man. Let me put the number back up. Call in, because I mean, you
You
out here
have great
preaching, brother.
takes,
You
I
out here
know.
preaching, brother. So
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely agree with you, right? I mean, either she's gonna get on your team, either first and foremost, if she recognizes you as somebody that she feels like is a leader or can lead a family, or that she can follow and get on your program, then do that. But why pretend to do that and compete with me or question my decisions whenever I make a decision, or fight with me and all that stuff? We could work together and make decisions together, but it's not. It should never be a competition.
Yeah, I
Shouldn't
was like that before.
really. You don't say.
Taking accountability.
Oh, okay, okay.
I was that.
I don't think they saw that, but they didn't need to see that, did they?
Huh?
I said I don't think the audience knew that, or they didn't. They couldn't see that, but they didn't need to, did they?
They don't have to.
You know how come they didn't see it?
Because of you.
Because I didn't let them see it.
Yes.
Right? But I know.
Mm.
But I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. You're much better now, but we had to straighten that out. We
Yeah.
definitely
You
needed
have
to
to
straighten that
iron
out.
that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ironed it out.
You have 5 on your lip.
Five across.
Five across your lip.
Right.
Huh?
Right. Sanford and Son rewrite. Right. Call in, give us your take. 415-490-8030.
Mm-hmm.
Call in, give us your take. Mister, holla at your boy, man.
I know,
You
right?
out here preaching, you up on the podium, bro. Say what you gotta say. Put it on the mic, bro.
Yeah, and I'm very curious to hear your voice. You've been long enough in our channel, and we haven't hear you. Or if it's better if you mic up and cam up.
Say it with your chest, brother.
Yes.
Right? So Mister said, remember, fellas, either okay, we already
Yeah.
went there.
Yeah.
Okay, so next, Raymond Walker said,
Sorry. Love America, but I don't like things the government has done. Cost of living is much better in the Philippines, and I am happier.
my thing is peace of mind. I don't care where I'm at. I don't care if I'm in the US, I don't care if I'm in the Philippines, wherever I'm at. I just want peace of mind. I just want to be able to wake up with a smile, go to bed with a smile, and feel good about my day and feel good
Mm-hmm.
about tomorrow. And if I can't do that, I have to question what I'm doing with my life and where my life is going. I have to question that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what led me to come into the Philippines. And who knows how long I'm going to stay in the Philippines? Could be forever, could be short term. Probably depends on how much
Behaves.
how much you behave and don't acting up. But just joking. But the point is, it's about peace of mind. Where are you going to live and have peace of mind where you wake up and you feel good?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not feeling good, who doesn't say, what am I doing? What am I doing? If I'm waking up feeling like this all the time, you got to start questioning what's going on and where you're in the direction you're going.
Yeah, I agree with you. It doesn't matter where you live as long as you wake up with a positive aura. You feel good about the way your life is, how your life is doing.
Right. Here's what's interesting to me. What's interesting to me is that if you live in California and you say, you know what, California is too expensive, I'm gonna move to Texas. Nobody questions that. Nobody questions that at all, right? You say, I'm gonna move to Texas. People, oh, Texas is cheaper, good cost of living, blah blah blah. But if you move from the U.S. to another country because of the cost of living, because it's cheaper, because of better quality of life, suddenly everybody, oh, you couldn't hack it here in the U.S. You couldn't hack it. You this. People are going to call you names, act like you're a loser because you moved somewhere else for a better quality of life. But maybe because they didn't know any better, or because they weren't brave enough to do it themselves. But people are quick to pull the trigger and judge you for going to another country. But if you move to another state, nobody says nothing. Nobody says nothing at all.
Because
right?
you're still in the US. You're still in
Yeah.
what they call the
What's the
matrix.
difference? You move to another place for a better quality of life.
Mhm.
There is no difference, right? The only difference is it's further away, but who
Mhm.
cares? Wouldn't that be the same as moving from California to Florida, or California to South Carolina, or to California to Georgia, or Hawaii to Georgia, for that matter? It'd be the same distance. You just move to a place for a better quality of life, but people will judge you so quick and throw shade on you like you are a loser. You couldn't hack it, and you're just trying to find a better life for yourself. And here's the crazy thing: and it turns out your life ends up better than theirs, because now you're happy and you don't have all that stress and all that pressure that you had when you lived in the U.S.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with you being in a first world country, and let's not put sugarcoat that the Philippines is a third world country. You like down
Let's call it developing.
developing, okay, but
We'll
it is
call it
what it is. It's
developing,
still
yeah. Okay.
okay.
We'll just
All right, fair enough. Then it's like downgrading from country to developing country, and a lot of times, yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we'll take this call real quick, but before we do, Black Box said, but there's something that the Filipina P discussed on her last week video that's kind of disturbing. Okay, Black Box, maybe you might want to come on and talk about that after we take this call. Hold on a second. All right, so this is Richie Rich and Ching, and who's calling in?
Morris.
What's going on, Morris? What's happening with you, brother?
I'm doing good.
Excellent. What
Can't
you got
complain.
on this topic?
Good Lord gave me life.
That's half the battle, ain't it?
That's right. Somebody didn't wake up today. Well, many people didn't wake up
A lot of
today.
people didn't. Right. What
Yes.
you got on this topic?
Well, I agree with you, man. I've been telling my friends and family that I don't see me living in Bermuda because of the cost of living, and you get people saying, just like you said in your previous statement, that, oh man, why are you running away, man? Why are you forsaking your country? And I'm like, why should I stay here and pay exuberant rent, exuberant money for food, when I could take a quarter of my expenses that I'm carrying here in Bermuda and live in the Philippines comfortably?
Exactly.
It's a no-brainer.
It makes sense. It just makes sense.
Do you know it costs more to fly from Bermuda, which is an hour and a half flight to New York, than it is to fly from New York to Los Angeles?
I can imagine.
And it's crazy.
I can imagine.
And in I think 2016, 17, I was in England to go from London to anywhere in Europe. Longer than Bermuda, longer distance. You could go 150 pounds, 200 pounds tops, and go anywhere in Europe. And I'm like, man, why am I living in Bermuda and paying all this exuberant money to do things?
It doesn't make sense.
It just don't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. I appreciate your take. We're going to get a couple other callers on here, Morris. You know what I always say? Sure. Don't let this be the last time. You know I always holler at you, brother.
We love having you call.
Yes, indeed.
All right, take care, brother.
That's right. Have a blessed one.
Bye.
Okay, and Black Box said, but there's something. Okay, Black Box, give us a call because I'm curious to know what you're talking about regarding the Filipina Peas video.
I haven't seen her video.
I'm not sure I saw the video either. Let us know. Here, let me put the number back up there. Here's the number if you want to give us a call.
Mm-hmm.
Look, what he said, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody is ever going to clown you. Nobody's ever going to make fun of you. Nobody's going to say anything about you moving from one state to another state. But the moment you say anything about moving to another country, suddenly you can't hack it. Mm-hmm. All right, we'll take this call. What we got here? Hold on a second. Okay, what do we do here? Why is it not? I don't know what we got going on.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Richie, Rich, and Ching on the line. Who's calling in?
You asked me to call. Here I am.
Just making sure it's you. Okay. What you got? Talk to us. What you got on this topic?
You asked me about the text I just sent you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Filipina P is a very popular YouTuber from the Philippines.
Absolutely.
Right?
We all know.
And so is a guy named Gio in the Philippines.
Yep.
They both reported this, and I'll do it real quick because I know you're pressed for time. There's an American man in jail now for verbally abusing his girlfriend. Mm-hmm. He was dating her for a few years. They had some verbal altercations, and now he's sitting in the Philippine prison for 3 years due to a law on the Philippines books called the Protection of Women and Children.
Okay.
Which means if you verbally abuse somebody in the Philippines, you can land in jail.
Okay.
That's the point.
Okay.
So what it's saying to people that have to be very careful because now people might not have heard about this, but now because she put it out there, then Gio put it out there, that now you have to tread a little carefully now. There's also a guy who just got arrested just recently for approaching a woman trying to talk to her on the beach when she was running in the morning. So the only thing I would say to the brothers out there right now, real quickly, is that be mindful of the person that you're talking to and temper yourself and be careful on how you can keep a really even keel temperament. Because if you get into any shouting matches, these people have phones and they can record you.
Absolutely.
And there's no law in the Philippine books that'll protect you as a man. It's only for women and children.
No,
that's why I wanted to tell you about it because you were curious about that.
That's a great point, and I appreciate you coming on and pointing that out. And anything else on this? And I'm gonna expand on that topic as well. If anything else on this topic.
Oh no, because I know you're pressed for time, so I'll call another time for something else.
All right, appreciate you, Black Box.
All right, brother, we'll talk soon.
All right, you bet. Take care. Right.
All right, so let me just give a little insight. So it's like it's called RA 9262. It's the Violence Against Women and Children. So it's been a law existing since 2004, and I think one of the things that really made it popular nowadays because the vitality.
It's exactly what it is. It's you can't come here acting a fool now. They're hypersensitive here about people making their local people look foolish.
I know, and also I think that the Black Box mentioned that the Filipino partner is with her foreign partner for years, and then she might have an idea. Oh, he's a foreigner, so there are some reasons that he may be. I don't know the entire story, but he may be verbally abusive to his partner, but maybe it depends on the situation. But then again, that incident from Vitali really did a lot of what do you call it?
It made the society here and the government here hypersensitive about how foreigners are treating the local people.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them. But let me say this. Anytime you travel to a foreign country, you better understand and adhere to their laws. Yes, you get treated maybe a little better because you're American, but look, nobody wants to be made a fool of. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to look like a fool, and they're not trying to have that here. So my thing is, you said it, Black Box. You better be very careful about how you talk to people here. People are watching you. People are watching you in face. We talk about this all the time. Face is extremely important here in the Philippines. Don't come here and act a fool. And even if you have a girlfriend, I don't care if it's 2 years, 3 years, bite your tongue, bite your lip, and save that for, if you got something to say, save it for when you get home. Don't do that in public. It's not going to be tolerated. It just won't be.
Now, even if you save it in public, and if you don't vet that Filipina carefully, you know, that she can do these things to you, you know, there are a lot of instances that when you hurt someone else's feelings, like for example, you humiliate her feelings, something like that, she might do those things. She might do unexpected things. So you really need to vet that woman carefully and check the character of that woman.
Right. I would say, you, regardless, be careful of what you do in public. Be careful what you say, how you behave. I mean, just like Jollibees, just like the Jollibees thing last week, right? I was ready to lose it. I mean, we ordered pies, Ching's ideas, and this is why I don't listen sometimes. Oh, there's no line. Let's go into Jollibees.
There is no line.
Me knowing there wasn't a line, but me knowing that the service in Jollibees, especially in that, is terrible, and it always takes. When have we ever went in there and it didn't take a ridiculous amount of time? Never. And this time it took. We ordered 2 of those beautiful peach mango pies. That's it. It took 20 minutes. The pies were sitting there on the counter in a bag, and nobody's giving it. I was ready to lose it.
I was just looking at his body language, you know.
Yeah.
You know, honey, I got it.
Yeah. And but here's the thing, but that's the thing. You can't. You have to mind how you act in public here. You have to. And if you get put in jail, I'm sorry to say, but a lot of unless you weren't yelling, unless you weren't berating somebody local here, then you have to take some accountability. I mean, their laws are their laws, and you better know them. You better understand them, or face the consequences. And it sucks. It sucks, but they're going to make an example out of people. Believe that.
And mind you, this is like happening everywhere here in the Philippines.
Absolutely.
That everybody is very quick to pull up their camera and record you.
They're looking to make examples out of foreigners. That Vitaly thing really jacked them up. They are hypersensitive about their people being made to look like fools, because that went worldwide. That really put some mud in the face of the Philippines. It really did. It made people so they're just going to be hypersensitive. They're not going to allow it. So just be mindful of that when you come to the Philippines.
You don't want to be viral for the wrong reason.
Yeah, exactly. Be viral for the right reason. Right?
Okay.
All right.
So let's go back to our comments over here.
I think we're here. I think we're on Luca.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Luca said,
you got your gizmo there? You got your excellent. All right. So we'll get to Luca's comment in a minute. We'll take Raymond's call right now. Hold on, and let's have Raymond jump in on this topic. Raymond, what do you have on this topic?
Yeah, one thing I noticed before coming here, you can't bring your Western mindset to the Philippines.
You cannot.
You have to learn patience.
Yes.
You have to learn patience. And I also learned by being here, things take time. It is slow here. It doesn't work as quick as you wanted to back in America or wherever your country is. It's slow, very slow.
Right.
And the second part here, I came here mostly, not all. I was just tired. I went through a lot with my mom. She passed away, and I just reached the point I was just tired.
I hear you.
I was just tired of everything in America. I was just tired. The medical stuff. The one thing I noticed that I don't think nobody can dispute. Asia, I don't care. The Philippines, they treat the elderly
so much better.
People with disabilities way more than they treat people in America. I went through so much. Somebody used this word, the hell, with the medical stuff. and everything with my mom, having it, managing everything with my mom, paying her bills, her medical bills, calling this and that. I went through so much, and the political stuff, and I was just tired. People telling me, why you going to the Philippines? You're going to get robbed. What's wrong with you? They just couldn't understand. I was just tired. I have no more family over there. I have friends. All my family is gone. I got nobody. I got pushback from some friends. Like, dude, I have some good friends, but most people, what's wrong with you? You're gonna get robbed. You're gonna get this and that, man. Right. You're gonna get. And what I learned, I said, do you have a passport? I said, you know what? Whatever y'all got to say, I don't care. If you're on a passport, you ain't never gonna use it. Right. I don't give a bunch. I was just tired, Rich. I was just tired.
I understand, bro.
I just tired. I need to get out. I just reached the point. Mentally, I got to get out of here.
Raymond,
I had to get out.
Raymond, let me tell you something. People ask me why I came to the Philippines. Some people assume that I came here for Ching. I didn't even know Ching when I came to the Philippines. I didn't come here for women. I just came here to relax before I started my new job. But just for perspective, the year before I came here, my father passed away. The first year that I came here, my mother passed away. So I went through it. I understand. I can't pretend to know how you feel, but I knew how I feel, and it was tough. And I needed a place where I could just decompress, where I could just relax and have peace of mind and start to enjoy the rest of my life without my parents being here. Right. So I feel you. I appreciate you calling in and sharing that with us, Raymond.
Yes.
I know that touches home. I know that's deep, and we'll get a chance to talk more offline. You have my direct line, so we'll get a chance to talk offline a little bit more. Thanks for sharing that with us, brother. We appreciate
Take care.
Thank you, Raymond.
Right.
I want to give you a hug right now.
All right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's deep. But that highlights some of the reasons people come. People just want to go to any place. If it's Texas, if it's Delaware, if it's any place where you feel like you have peace of mind, where you can relax and enjoy your life.
So I think it's logically, I think it's the same with leaving your job. So you're tired of the same old thing.
Absolutely.
And then you get tired, you just, why are you leaving? The salary is good here. You have good benefits. Well, I'm just so tired here. It's so toxic. So I would have to go somewhere else where I'm appreciated, and then my efforts are recognized, and you feel more at peace, just like what you said.
Right. Somebody was calling from Washington State while Raymond was on the phone. Please give us a call back. I think I know who it is.
Yeah. Derek.
Yeah. But I didn't want to say. But please give us a call back if that was you, DG. And look, I'm sure a lot of you guys can resonate. With Raymond's call, because I mean, we talk about all the time as men. We just want peace. We just want peace. If you can't even get it from the woman you're with, if she's coming home giving you grief, if you can't even have peace in your own castle, you're like, you know what? I'm cool with all of this. I'm retired or near retirement. Why don't I just go to a place where I can feel at ease, where I can rest, relax, and wake up and go to bed and have peace of mind, right? Let's get to some more of these comments, right?
All right. So Luca said, I must totally be frank. If situations are, this is her question too. I must be totally frank.
Okay.
If situations are a lot better economically in the US, would you still prefer to stay there? How about you? I would like to ask the same question to you. If it's better economically in the US, would you prefer to stay in the US?
No, because economics doesn't matter for me. I mean, I'm never going to have a problem, knock on wood, I should never have a problem getting a job in the U.S. or getting a quality job in the U.S. I mean, that's one of the things my mother told me. If you go to law school, if you go to a quality law school and graduate, you will never have a problem getting a job for the rest of your life. And that has proven to be true. So it's not about the economics. It's not about how good the economy is or isn't. It's about peace of mind. It is so much about peace of mind for me.
Okay,
right?
gotcha.
All right. We'll take this call and we'll move on with our conversation. Who we got? All right. So Richard
Derek.
Ching on the phone. Talk to us, brother. Talk to us. What you got on this topic?
Hey, just along the lines of the patience, dude. I mean, I've been coming to Philippines for over 40 years, and I'll tell you, my patience is no better than the first time. So, I mean, especially my wife and I, if we go to the store, she just goes walk out, because I'm like, why are there 20 people in here? Only one person can help everybody that needs help.
Yeah, I know, bro. It'll never make sense.
And she just goes, just go out the store, walk out, because she looks up, she said, I know you're about to lose it. I was like, no, I'm not. I was like, no, just go out. But I'll say that it worked. And to all you guys, all the chat mates in there, man, work on your patience, brother. I'm telling you, you talk about slow. You ain't met slow until you get to the Philippines. Right. I mean, and I can't tell you why it's slow. I mean, it just is what it is. You just have to deal with it. But I mean, if that's the worst thing you have to deal with, come on.
Then life's not too bad, right? If that's the worst thing going on,
not bad at all.
That it takes you. Right, and that's
my thing is, I'll just make her deal with everything.
Right, that's the way to do it, and that's the perspective I kind of have, DG. Look, if the worst thing going on in my life is it takes me 20 minutes to get some pies, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Good call. Excellent call on that.
Appreciate it. I just wanted to. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to on that. And I'll just say again, fellas, just work on your patience.
Good perspective. Because I mean, I'm way more patient than I used to be. But let me tell you,
I am too.
But bruh, being here can try your patience, brother. For sure. Thanks for your call, DJ.
Thank you, DJ.
Thanks for your call, brother.
All right. Later.
Take
Love
care.
y'all.
Right. No, he's on point.
Yeah, I know. If you think that you're patient enough already, try coming to the Philippines.
Come here, because you will see things and when you're like, but why are they right? And it'll make no sense. To you. Maybe to them it might make all the sense in the world, but I promise you'll see things that are like head scratching.
Yeah.
But it's just what it is.
Mm-hmm. But now it makes sense to me now, because if you see, like, for example, it comes to management, to be honest, in cashiers, for example, if you only have one register open and you see a long line, why not open another one?
Right.
There are 2 counters in there. Right. So,
sweetie, when you go to another country, then it will make sense to you. Mm-hmm. When you go to a modern country, a first world country, then it will really make sense to you. When you see, and then because then you get to compare and contrast, and you get to see how things are done in other places, and they may or may not be more organized, they may or may not be more efficient, but then you get to understand where we're coming from and why some people feel the way they feel.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. All right.
So
that's my answer, and totally frank. Call in with and share your perspective. I'm curious to hear the answer too from Luca's question. Would you move? Would you guys move if the economic situation was way better? Would you still want to move to another country? Would you still want to go to the Philippines? Right? Okay.
All right. So Mr. said it's called American privilege.
Absolutely, and it exists. It definitely exists. No question about it. Right?
Thank you, Morris, because Slick Rick is not here. Thank you for reminding
button,
everybody. Yes.
Thumbs up if you're just jumping in. Please hit that thumbs up button.
Yes.
And make sure you do that. Really appreciate that. All right.
So we have Dangriga Edwin.
Yes.
Thank you for.
And this is the second time I've seen his name.
Yes.
I remember, right?
Really quick, what's the age gap between you and your girlfriend?
I think somebody asked us that yesterday, didn't they? Or
yeah,
recently.
I think recently.
The age gap is 17 years. I know. She's older than me, but 17 years is the age gap between us.
Yeah.
Right. I'm joking. I'm 57 years old. So for anybody new in our audience, I'm 57 years old. Ching is 39, going on 40 years old. And that is my bad. Ching is 39 years old. 39 years young, and is that better? You feel better now? Okay. Yeah, all right.
That begins at 40 anyway.
Okay.
Well,
I'll at me when you get there. Okay. All right.
Okay. So Black Box said, Sorry, but I feel differently about how the country is going.
I do too. I definitely do too. I'm never going to stop loving my country, but that doesn't mean that I think there's a distinction between you loving your country and loving the government that runs your country, of people in charge of running your country. You don't, and one of the great things about our country is you don't have to agree, and you can vocally say you don't agree with what the government is doing, and that's that's one of the things that we fought, and that one of the great things about our country.
Okay, so Buttermilk Biscuit said.
All right, second time. Welcome back to our show, Buttermilk Biscuits.
So what part of the Philippines do y'all live? Cebu? Just ask.
No, we don't live in Cebu. We live in Manila. We live in Mandaluyong specifically, so it's right next to Makati. It's pretty much in the city center, in the city center of Manila.
Yes. Thank you for that question. Tiger Ronnie said, what country is perfect?
No country, bro. No country. We just talked about some of the smaller things that you may or may not like about here in the Philippines. There is no country that's going to be perfect. I think the bottom line is you just have to find a place, a city, a state, a country where you have peace of mind, where you feel good about your life and the direction it's going in. And you wake up with a smile and go to bed with a smile.
Yes.
That's it.
It's like 80-20, like what you always say. No? 80% you like about that place or country, and then 20% you just don't like. You just have to deal with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so Foreigner said, I love Australia as well, but it has changed significantly over the last 10 years. More and more taxes, and now the WHO now has control over Australia during pandemic and health emergencies.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's great. I mean, I would love to go into the whole WHO and during the pandemic thing. Maybe that's a good topic for another time. But Fournier, I was in Australia. When was I in Australia? I think it was 2016. I was in Australia. I went to Sydney and Melbourne. I liked being in Australia. I'm no shade on Australia. You know, I love you. We got mad love for you guys, for you and KB. But it wasn't a place where I felt like overly welcoming. The people were cool. Nobody was mean to me or nothing like that. But it wasn't like I felt like this overwhelming hospitality. It wasn't that kind of place. Just my own take on being in Australia. Maybe if I had to travel with somebody else, it might have been different. But that was my feeling. I can imagine how much it has changed in the last 10 years. I really can. But okay, all right, interesting.
All right,
take, okay? So Alan retired in the Philippines. Said, "I show respect to people by their character." Exactly, not by the color. Who said that?
Martin Luther King.
Okay. All right. In my mind, there's only one race, the human race. I love the thinking. Alan, I love the philosophy and I love that thinking. There are people who say, I don't see color. I do see color. And because I think in our society, we're forced to see color. We don't have to judge by color, nor should we. I think we judge by character. But for me to pretend that I don't see color would be foolhardy. Yeah. Would be absolutely foolhardy. I see color, but I ignore it. I choose to ignore it whenever possible. That's the best way I would put it for myself. But thank you for that comment.
Make the world a better place for you and for me. I'm not gonna sing. I have that. I'm singing in my mind. Okay, this is Frank's response to Luca. Maybe, but after visiting the Philippines, I want to retire there now.
I think that's what a lot of people. I think that's what happens to a lot of people. A lot of people come in here, come in, and they're throwing shade on you for making a decision to move to the Philippines. And you say, well, why don't you come out and visit? And they come visit. And they love it. And they love it. And they can't get enough. And they're like, you know what? I'm doing it. Remember, if you guys ever watched that episode, that season of 90 Day Fiance with the black dude who married the Filipina, his brother got all mad, and him and his brother got in this big fight, and they didn't talk for a long time. And his brother came to the Philippines, fell in love. That brother is one of the biggest vloggers in the Philippines now. Really? I can't remember his name, but he was on 90 Day Fiance. He vlogs. He's in the Philippines, married a Filipino woman. They got babies now, and he was throwing shade on his brother for going to the Philippines and get married because they were really tight. And next thing you know, he came to the Philippines, never left. He's just, I'm not going back. Loved it here. And I think the same thing happens a lot. Just people just can't get with. They don't have. Sometimes people just don't have. They don't have the same vision. That's the best way to put it.
A little close-minded.
Yeah, a little close-minded. They just don't have the same vision. And I'm not mad at them, but don't throw shade on people who have a bigger vision than you, or who are willing to try and go out and do things that you're not willing to do for whatever reason.
Yeah.
It could be family obligations. It could be job. It could be whatever. But don't throw shade on people just because they're willing to try something you're not willing to try.
Yeah, and looking at it differently. Like, for example, I'm thinking of it as, if a family member tried to prohibit you or try to talk to you regarding not going to that country because you'll be experiencing this, that, X, Y, and Z. Right. I think it's coming from love, out of love.
It is, but I think sometimes it's love, but I also think there's a little envy there because you're willing to do things. They feel stuck, they feel trapped, and they feel scared, and you're saying, you know what? I'm not doing it no more. I'm gonna go do this. And they're envious of you because you're willing to do something that they don't have the courage to do. Sometimes. I'm not saying all the time.
Okay. Right? So Mike T here. Thank you, Mike T.
What's up, Mike T?
Yeah, so he's chiming in with the topic. So hello, Richie and Cheng. Yes, can still love my country. If I was single, can still leave for love.
Absolutely. I'm no shade on anybody that's willing to leave for love, for money, for whatever reason. I say for happiness. For happiness. If you feel like going to another state, another country, another city is going to make you feel better about your life, and you're going to wake up with a smile and go to bed with a smile, then go. Yeah. Go. What are we doing? If we're not living and trying to enjoy our life, what are we doing?
Honey, say it in Chinese. The one that you always say, if you're happy.
如果我很开心，如果你很开心，我很开心。如果他们很开心，我很高兴。
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said this.
Yeah, it just means if you find happiness, then I'm happy for you, basically, right? And I changed it and said, if they find happiness, I'm happy for them, right? All right.
So we have
Mike, said that. Buttermilk
Biscuit said, good thing you make videos at home because that Vitaly guy kind of ruined vlogging over there.
He did, bro. He really did. People over here are hypersensitive. I don't blame them. So this is a developing country. I mean, is there a whole bunch in the world that they have to be proud of? But so don't come over here and making them look worse. I mean, the people here are proud. They're proud of their country. It's a beautiful country. We could talk about the economy or the government, but we're not going to do that here.
Of course.
But it's a beautiful country. Don't come over here shaming the people here and disrespecting the people. Would we tolerate that in America? Hell no. You would get beat down if you did the things at home in the U.S. that Vitaly was doing over here. He would get his ass whooped. He would have got his ass whooped a few times, right? But he did it here because he could, because he thought he could and get away with it. And so they're not going to tolerate it anymore. And I don't blame them. I really don't blame them.
All right. So Derek Greenway said, for God and country, a 21-year veteran now, it's my time.
Damn right, right? When is it not time? I mean, once you're retired, I mean, if you follow the scale, if you follow the system, you're supposed to retire at 65 in the U.S. Retire at 65, but the average lifespan is 75. So you get 10 years to enjoy your life when you're old, tired. You don't have the same mobility that you used to have. You get 10 years to enjoy your life. What are you going to do when you're 65 years old? How do you still enjoy life like you could when you were younger? Miss me with all of that. You take advantage. You find your happiness and enjoy your life when you can. Tomorrow's promised to who?
Not promised to anyone.
Nobody. You're just supposed to nobody. Just finish it, right? Just don't work with me. You're so pretty.
Thank you.
Sometimes. Your cute little smile.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Lucas said, Valenzuela City here, flooded in some areas. Okay. Stay dry.
Stay
Luca.
Safe.
Where's Valenzuela City? Is that
it's
north?
Near north.
It's north, right? Okay. Is it Caloocan or how to say that?
Near Caloocan.
Caloocan.
Yeah,
okay.
Near Caloocan, Fairview.
Okay, right.
Quezon City.
So that's near Abby too, huh?
Yeah.
Abby, if you're watching, hey Abby, stay dry. All right. Okay. Let's see. All right. Black Box, retired vet, 9 years. 9 years in. Okay. Let's see what.
Mister, how about I give you 5 cross your lips?
Exactly, right? She just, Mister, she just learned that 2 days ago, and she's been saying that every she watched a couple of San Fran reruns, And she's been saying that probably 20 times since then. Right. Right.
Okay. So Derek Greenwood said, Richie, you had to snatch that knot out of Cheng's ass.
Sometimes, bro.
Cheng
Sometimes. I mean, look, the thing is, you have to come to an understanding about what's important to you and about what you find the dynamic that works in your relationship. I know how I am. I know who I am, and I know what I'm willing to tolerate. I'm never going to tolerate disrespect. I'm never going to tolerate people treating me in a way that less than how I feel like I deserve. I feel like I bring a lot to the table, and I'm not going to accept any less. Luckily, I found someone who also I feel like brings a lot to the table. Sometimes we have some conversations about how things maybe should be, but I feel like I did pretty good. But sometimes we have to rehash those conversations. Right. Thank you. Appreciate you, DG. Right.
As long as you're open-minded and willing to learn.
And willing to listen, learn, and both of us, not just you, both of us. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Jeff Beckett said, hello, Jeff. First of all, if we haven't welcomed you yet. Wow, Cheng, very mature of you to admit that. Great that you can admit that publicly. I like your confidence. She's a good one, Rich. Thank
Who
you.
you telling, Jeff? I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. We have a lot of, if you guys think you hear us online or in our videos or on live stream, you should imagine what we talk about off camera. Yeah, we have a lot of conversation off camera about growth, about where our relationship we want it to go, where it should go, and how we're going to get there. We have some serious conversations. There has never been a time, I'll say this, and people can take it however they want to. There has never been a time when I felt a lack of confidence in my ability to what I bring to the table, what I offer, the person who I choose. I don't lack that confidence that some men out there lack, and I absolutely will not tolerate or stand for less. Period. It just is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We have a lot of very mature conversations.
Absolutely, absolutely. And my girl, the reason she sits next to me is because number one, the reason I'm lucky, we'll call it fortunate to have her sitting next to me, is because we get along, we understand each other, we understand our roles in this relationship, we understand the boundaries, and even sometimes when they get crossed, we have a conversation about it. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
And Jeff, don't let this be the last time you comment on our channel, on our live stream, in the channel, and feel free to come in and
call us in.
Call in. Absolutely.
Give us your take.
Real quick, let me do this because Slick Rick ain't here. Normally Slick Rick would do this, but he's out gallivanting around the town doing his own thing.
Of course. We want you to enjoy.
Absolutely, absolutely. 415-490-8030. Call in, give us your take. Always feel welcome. If you're outside of the United States or Canada, dial +1. Dial +1. Call in, give us your take. We always love you.
Yes.
Okay. Let's jump back into the comments. Where were we? That's what I hate about doing it, because I can never find where we were. Right.
Okay. So we're there. Right. We're almost there. There you go.
Okay. Juggy.
Okay. So Juggy said, still in the matrix.
Right.
Wherever you go, there's always a matrix. Here in the Philippines, there will always be a matrix for some Filipinos. You're tired of doing the same thing. That's why you go to another country where your skill set will be appreciated and you'll earn more money. Sometimes.
I don't. How is a foreigner going to come here and earn more money? How is a foreigner going to come here and earn more money?
Sorry. Gotcha.
What?
I know.
No, I'm just kidding.
You saw the flight.
I got you.
Yeah, so I think they're not gonna come here and then work here in the Philippines and earn more money. I'm talking about the matrix is what it depends on the person, on how you look at things. Whenever you go to the US, and if you feel like you're on a hamster wheel, that could be your matrix. When you go to the Philippines and then you feel the same way, then that could be the matrix.
Okay. But on that, why would a foreigner go to the Philippines and feel like, why would you go to a developing country to feel like you're still in the middle of the matrix and on the hamster wheel? Why would you stay there?
Then go somewhere else.
So I think the reason most of us would go to a developing country or another state, city, country, or whatever, is for peace of mind. Is for a better life, a better lifestyle, right? Whether it's economically, financially, whether it's for love or whatever, you would choose that because it provides you with peace.
Yes.
Right? But you're probably not going to make more money coming to the Philippines.
Definitely.
Okay? Well, let's take this call real quick. We'll get back to that. Okay? Richie, Rich, and Ching on the line. Who's calling in?
This is Paul from Orlando calling.
Paul, what's going on with you, brother? What you got on this topic?
I'm about 6 months out, look like now, from coming over, so that's where I am.
All right.
Just finished cutting the grass outside here, so like, oh my, I'm tired of cutting this grass. Time for me to get out of here. Anyway, that's kind of what happened. My case is, I was been in the Filipino relationship for 50 years. That's what my story. My wife passed 3 years ago. So that's kind of what my situation is. So I know the culture. I understand probably Bisaya and Tagalog and all that good stuff. So I'm not a stranger to the Philippines. But the reality is, I can go. I have no problem with it because I'm retired. I've been retired for a few years. So I don't have a problem just coming back and relaxing. And I just want to have peace in my life.
That's it. I think that's what most of the men want. Paul, thanks for chiming in. We appreciate you. We'll let you get back to the grass. Don't let this be the last time you call in, brother.
All right. Well, we appreciate it. We'll try to see you when we get there.
You know you will. You know you will.
Thank you, Paul.
All right. Bye.
Right. So, I mean, Paul said it. The reason people are going to move is for peace of mind, right? And I don't think anybody thinks that they're going to move from the U.S. and to move here. And again, no shade on the Philippines, but we're not going to get jobs. Most of us are not going to get a job here in the Philippines. And if you did, you're not going to make more money. You're going to make substantially less money than you were making in the United States. So the biggest reason that you would move here might be love, might be peace of mind, might be you can save. I mean, the cost of living is substantially lower. But I hear what you're saying, but I think maybe you might have had it the opposite way.
Yeah. At least that's what's important. You get what I'm saying.
I got what you. I got you. All right.
Okay, so Mr. said, I moved from New York to Texas for a better quality of life, and then briefly from Texas to Thailand for the same reason.
Right, and that's exactly what I mean, Mister. Nobody said nothing to you about moving from New York to Texas, but I bet you, people had a lot to say when you moved from Texas to Thailand. I bet you people was all up in your grill talking crazy when you decided to move to Thailand. But what's the difference except the distance? Is you decide to move to somewhere for a better quality of life. And I don't know how anybody can be mad at you for doing that. So I hear you, Mister, for sure, right?
All right.
All right, just another buck.
It's been a while, huh?
It's definitely been a while. Just another buck. Go ahead.
Welcome back to our live stream. I originally planned to go from California to Tennessee or North Carolina. My condo is $3,400 a month. I don't really care what people think about not being able to hack it. I want to retire early.
That's the bottom line. What do you care? What do you care? They're all on the treadmill. They're all in the matrix, doing this every day, and they're whining, bitching, and complaining about their life. So what do you care about what they say when you decide you're going to do something different? Why not just go do it? There's nothing to it but to do it, right? Just go do it. And if you're successful and you enjoy it, then keep doing what you're doing and let them live their life.
Wow, 3,400. You can live very comfortably here in the Philippines.
Very comfortably. Yeah, and that's just the cost of a condo.
I know.
Yeah, in California, I mean, I was somewhere right around there as well, living in the Bay Area in California, so I know what you mean. But I mean, I live on a fraction of that. I mean, let me just my rent here is a fraction. I mean, a very small fraction of that. My rent here. And I'm living a good life. The quality of life is fine. Way less expensive. Don't worry, not worried about money and this and that, and able to do all the things I want to do. Isn't that the lifestyle everybody wants to have, where you can enjoy your life? You're happy, you're smiling. You can work from home or not work. You have a nice woman who's fit, feminine, and friendly. And you can sit down and wake up smiling every day and go to bed smiling.
I think the least that you want in a day, or the least you want in your life, is to have worries when you wake up.
That's it. And certainly not have worries from the person you're with, stressing you out or causing you a whole bunch of problems, right?
So DG said, there's only one world. Hate that.
Exactly.
Yep. So we move on. So Mr. said, yep, the P video was quite disturbing.
I haven't seen it yet. So I'm gonna have I'm gonna have to check that video out. But here's what but as I said before, I think when you go to another country, I've seen so many videos of people going to another country and doing certain things that's not accepted in that country. You need to understand the laws of that country. You have to understand the laws of that country. And I mean, everybody has to adhere to those laws, not just you. But if that's the laws, that's the laws, and you simply can't be berating anyone or what have you in public. For heaven forbid, not in public for sure, right?
Okay, so Juggy, what was the topic? So we're talking about the live stream topic about what's the biggest reason some Western men say they feel unwanted at home. So that's Donald. It's 2025. People aren't trees that can't move art.
I'm not sure I understand that.
I'm
People
not sure
aren't trees
either.
that can't move art. Donald, Donald, first of all, thanks for joining our live stream. We really appreciate having you in here. We always see you in the comments and enjoy your comments. Definitely, if you want to call in, I would love to have you call in. Here, let me post the number, and maybe you can kind of expand on your comment here. Here's the number 415-490-8030. Ching, put that in the comments, please, so that so I can get back to this and. Okay, there we go. Put that in the comments. Let me get back to these comments. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what you mean, but if you want to, give us a call in and you can expand on that topic, right?
Yep.
Right. Yeah, Juggy said very, very disturbing indeed. I got to check that video out now for sure, right? All right. And Mr. said, good observation. California is literally the same size as the Philippines, and Texas is the size of Kenya, right? Right. So same size. And I keep saying, nobody says anything when you move from one state to another state. They just say, oh, yeah, the cost of living is better. And everybody's like, yeah, clap on the back. Yeah, good. Yeah, that's a good choice. I get you. Right. But you move to another country and suddenly people got a whole bunch of pushback and saying you can't hack it. Right. Luca said, what's the title of Filipino P's video? Maybe somebody can chime in and let us know what the title of that video was. Right?
Please. Yes, please.
Okay. All right, and let's get back in the comments. Marquise, what's going on with you, brother? The people that judge you for leaving, 90% of them, they haven't left the U.S. I agree. Only 42% of the people in the U.S. even have a passport. Less than that have ever even used their passport. And once they finally leave the U.S. for a vacation, they pretend that they never said those things, right? Because suddenly the world opens up, and they see that it's a lot different. Some things are a lot better than where they even came from. People take for granted. They think the U.S. is the end all, the beat all, and it is a great country. Our country is great, but it's not the end all, the beat all. And there are, for some people, better places to live. That's it.
Okay, so Obi-Wan said, Marcus, most people are just hating because they're drowning in debt and can't do the same.
They're just they're hating. They're a little jealous because you're able to make that move, and they wish they could, but they won't tell you. Their egos won't let them tell you that.
Okay, so Michael Davenport, thank you so much for joining our live stream.
Steelers fan.
Welcome to Rich Abroad. They broke up, and a year later, she charged him with abuse. Then she asked for 3 million pesos to
drop the charges.
Oh.
Ouch.
So you see the motive. They broke up. A year later, they charged with abuse.
Right. So she has him thrown in jail, right? And this goes to your comment. You better vet carefully and know what kind of woman you're dealing with, And if you break up, gentlemen, make it be as smooth and as easy as possible. Make it be a smooth, easy breakup. Don't make her lose face. She can cause you problems out here. She can cause you problems.
It's her word against yours.
And you're always going to lose out here. You're always going to lose. Michael Davenport, appreciate that.
Yes.
Your take on that.
Thank you so much. Okay, salutations, Rich Gang.
It's from Silent Moves.
Thank you, Silent.
Right?
Okay.
Jesse Moore said Oakland's in the house. Where's Oakland?
I don't know.
Actually, it's a trick question because there's several Oaklands. There's actually Oakland in Michigan. But Oakland, he's talking about California because I know Jesse Moore is from the Bay.
Right?
Okay. All right.
Thank you for that information.
Oakland is next to Berkeley. That's where I was a city attorney.
Okay.
First job.
Thank you, baby. You always feed some knowledge in my book.
I try. All right, go ahead.
Mr. said, P said he had an argument with her, and then a whole year later, she went to the cops and said he verbally abused her. And she said she'll drop the charges if he pays her 4 million pesos.
Oh, okay, now it's 4 million pesos. Somebody else said 3. I don't know, but regardless,
there's interest.
That's a whole bunch of money. So here's what's going to happen. This is how much I know about the Philippines. They're going to negotiate back and forth. They're going to negotiate. She starts it at 3 million or 4 million. They're going to negotiate back and forth, but she wants money. She's digging it in his pockets.
Gosh.
He made her lose face, and she's digging in his pockets.
Guys, if you're going to have a relationship here, end the relationship smoothly, as if like you're friends after.
Don't make her lose face. No, nothing. Even if you have to give her money to end the relationship, I promise you, it will. Don't make people here lose face. Nothing good is going to come out of it. This is where the patience and all that stuff really has to come into play. It can really backfire on you. It really can.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So okay, Obi-Wan.
So Obi-Wan said, "Sounds like he did a lot to make that happen."
Yeah. It's a tough situation, and I don't know all the details. So I'm just all I can say is if you have to break up with somebody, don't make them lose face. Just break up. Don't be yelling, screaming. None of that stuff. Just break up and let it end peacefully. Let her go on her own way, and just nothing good is going to come out of you making people here lose face.
Wow. Nothing. I'm just thinking, why would you file a charge a year later?
Because she can. And because the government right now is hypersensitive about the vitality.
That sucks.
Thing. Yeah,
I hope that she's not making up stories or something.
But I don't know if there's even a video. We'll watch that video later.
Okay, later.
But maybe there's a video on it or something like that. But yeah,
evidence or something
some kind of evidence. I don't know, right?
Okay, so LA Detroit said,
What's up, LA Detroit?
Hello. I call them lava pies because you can burn your tongue off with them. Yeah, the peach mango pies.
Yeah, they are. but brother, those things are good. Those things are good.
I try
you gotta keep them away from me.
Yeah, I try my best not to bring you home something. You
gotta keep those away from me. I can eat about 5-6 of those. I could eat about 5 or 6. And the little ones, give me 10. I'll jack those things.
All right. So the Black Buck said, exactly, Michael and Mr. It adds a level of worry you might have when you're dating in the Philippines.
Vet carefully. Y'all, there's a reason we keep pounding that and hammering that in our videos. Vet carefully, choose wisely. Because you're in a foreign country. You don't have all the same rights that you have in the U.S. You don't have all the same protections you have in the U.S. You have to vet carefully. Nothing good is going to come from you making any woman here, any woman or man, lose face, especially in public. In public. Nothing good is going to come from it, and only bad is going to come out of it. I promise you. Treat people with respect. The same people, the same way you want them to respect you, treat them. Regardless of what their background is, where they come from, how much money they have. Just treat them with respect here, and everything's going to be good.
Yeah, and the vetting process, don't rush that, because, of course, at the beginning of the relationship, she will always put her best foot forward.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I hope she would. Right? Okay.
So, Nap said Rich watched the Peace video about the American in prison for having an argument with his long-term girlfriend. She offered to drop the charges if he pays a large bribe, but he couldn't afford to do that.
So he's in prison, right? Ain't that crazy, right? So all of that a year later, right?
Just realized.
And he's sitting in prison for something like this, just for a lesson, right? To learning a lesson, and teaching us all a lesson, right? So I mean, it's not going to go on. I mean, at least we're all getting a lesson from him, right? To not do stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it sucks. It really does suck. So she's trying to get money, trying to extract money from him. Drop the charges. If
you're going to give me money.
Right.
Now, what else are you going to charge me later? When I drop this, you're going to have another.
Right.
Vet
carefully, fellas. Vet carefully. That can happen to anybody, right? Vet carefully. Treat people with respect, and if you got to break up, be kind, be soft, be easy, just be firm. But no yelling, screaming, none of that stuff. Just
Okay. LOL said, living our lives. Thank you for chiming in. Exactly. As immigrants or foreigners, we must respect their laws. The same way we demand immigrants respect them in our countries. Anything else is hypocritical at best.
Absolutely right. We expect when people come to the U.S., we expect people to respect our laws and adhere to our local laws. So we got to do the same thing.
Yeah.
We're not above their laws. I mean, they got to pay attention to their laws and obey their own laws. We do too. So you can see what happens. But the good side is it provides an example to all of us and people in other live streams or other channels, watching other channels, to not come out here doing the same thing.
Definitely.
Because it can go bad real quick.
Okay, so LA Detroit said, being back in America can make you exhausted. That seems to melt away when visiting the Philippines.
You know, I agree with you, LA Detroit. I never felt exhausted, but I know people who have, and I understand. Even though I've never felt that way, it doesn't mean I don't understand how other people feel and what other people have been through. I absolutely understand, and I feel where you're coming from. So, and I agree with you. I absolutely concur with you when you said it feels different when you come to the Philippines, because as long as you treat people with respect here, they usually treat you with respect. So I absolutely agree with you. Robert Travis jumped in and said,
Robert.
"Hey y'all, Robert Travis, what's going on with you, brother? Happy you jumped into our live stream."
And just in case you just came into our live stream, don't forget to hit that like button or thumbs up and give us a call in.
Absolutely.
Because this is a call-in live stream, 415-490-8030.
Let's take a quick minute. You know, we're supposed to have our couples connect. We're into the second hour. We're supposed to have our couples connect, but the two people that we had on the show, for whatever reason, were not able to make it. And let's see. Let me check.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not able to make it. Or one says he's on the way home. I won't comment. But Tony, if when you get home, let us know if you're still wanting to jump on the show. All right, and let's see. Right, and then another one had a family emergency, so is not able to jump in.
Yes.
So if someone else wants to volunteer, we have 50 plus people. We have almost 60 people in here right now. If someone else wants to volunteer and jump in on the Couples Connect, we'll have you hooked up. You want to mic up and cam up, we'll have you hooked up in just a few seconds. And Chink can get in with the questions. And we would love to do a show. We would love to still be able to provide that couples connection. We definitely have people ready for next week, but that's next week. That's not now. In the meantime, we'll continue with our topic. And if you want to jump into the Couples Connect, go ahead and let us know in the chat,
comments.
in the comments, and we'll take care of it. We'll get you all set up, okay?
Yes.
All right. In the meantime, in between time, where are we?
Okay, there.
All right.
What up, gang? The
big boss
is here.
Is in the house.
Thank you, Big Boss, for
What's up,
coming
Big
in.
Boss?
All right. So Obi-Wan said, in the Philippines, your reputation precedes you. If the people like you because you're respectful, you're good. If you're disrespectful, they'll light you up immediately.
I got to agree with that, Obi-Wan. I got to agree with that. It has a lot to do with your reputation and how people see you.
I mean, treat the way you want to be treated.
Right. But
others.
I really think how you carry yourself in the Philippines, because there's people here, as we saw in that last video, people here are going to prejudge you. I don't know what that's short for, but some people here are going to prejudge you, but people will change their opinions based on how you act. They'll change their opinions a lot based on how you act and based on how you present yourself. So I think I definitely think people will be respectful, but if you ain't respectful, you're going to hear about it and you're going to feel it.
And always have this, I think this is just a suggestion, always have this mindset that whenever you go to a different country, always try to represent your ethnicity or your race the positive way possible, because your interaction with that person may be his or her first interaction, and it will set an expectation that all people will be like that.
Well, it's a great point. It sets a tone, especially so I always say, when you interact with somebody, they've seen black people on TV. I'm just going to say black people for the sake of this video or this conversation. They've seen black people on TV, and they might have seen gangs, or you know the stereotypes and all that. But your interaction with them will absolutely change their perception. But it doesn't just change their perception. It changes what they tell their friends about their interaction with you. It changes what they tell their parents and what they teach their kids about their interaction with you. So it changes not just one person, it can potentially change a lot of people's perception of what you are as a group or as a race. So I think it's really important that you come here with the right mind frame and mentality.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
All right. So Buttermilk Biscuit said, I saw another vlogger. He got deported from the Philippines. Big dog strategy.
Yeah. There again, the people here are hypersensitive. The people here are hypersensitive about how you project yourself and how you treat the people in the Philippines. The government is super hypersensitive about it. They're not going to tolerate any tomfoolery, as a certain group of people say. They're just not going to tolerate it at all. Tomfoolery. Yeah. You can. Not many people use that word. Certain groups of people use that word. They're just not going to tolerate any kind of BS out here and how you treat people. If you don't treat people with respect, if you're disrespectful in any way, shape, or form, someone's going to pull out their camera. They're going to record you. Yeah. And you're going to end up. The police are going to end up knocking on your door or grabbing you.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
You'll go viral.
Yeah. Thanks, Buttermilk. Real quick before we continue, we have some super chats and some supers in here. Let's jump in and make sure we acknowledge these.
All right. Okay, Commandant, thank you for subscribing to our channel.
And that was yesterday. We appreciate that, right? Yeah. PB is in the house, and PB sent a super sticker. We appreciate that.
Thank you, PB.
Thank you, Philip.
And then Michael Davenport, thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you. Michael, are you from Pittsburgh or are you just a fan? Are you just a Steelers fan, right?
Okay. Cliff TV, thank you so much.
Sent a super sticker. We appreciate that.
And Christopher Michael, thank you.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Big boss. Thank you. Boom shakalaka.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate that super chat.
I like the chat.
Yeah.
I like reading.
He always brings something to him.
I know, right?
Okay. Let's get back to we always want to acknowledge the people who contribute to our channel.
Yes, definitely.
And show appreciation for them. We know you don't have to, but we absolutely appreciate
thank
the support.
You so much.
And we appreciate the support from everybody, whether you contribute or not. Just subscribing to our channel, joining our live stream, jumping into our chats and our videos and watching our videos. We really appreciate all of that.
Okay, so we're now here with Dantes.
With Dantes Edmond. Edmond. I want a woman like the one at your side. I do too, Dantes. I do too.
Thank you so much.
Right. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. They're few and far between. It's not like they're growing trees out here, but they are out here. And you put your best foot forward. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mind, your body. Take care of your finances, and present yourself right. And make sure you choose right. Make sure you choose right. Thank you for that, Don. Just appreciate the compliment.
Check out the signs also, the red flags that will be emerging in the first or maybe in the few months of your relationship. Always be on the lookout. Always be on the lookout.
Okay. All right. Who's calling from Chattanooga, Tennessee? All right, let's take this call. All right. Richie Rich and Ching on the line. Who's calling from Chattanooga?
Hey, my name is Michael Davenport, and
what's up, Michael?
I enjoy your product and everything, and most definitely, I have one quick comment. When you ate that boiled duck egg, you remember 2 years ago?
Oh, I remember it. I definitely remember it. What's your question?
All right, what? Was it as bad as the way your face looked? And then two, I'm gonna hang up and let you, or if you could just tell me, I'm planning on coming over there. I'm gonna be going to, I think it's called Davao, the island down there.
Okay.
And what do I need to do to prepare myself to get a visa or to stay for a longer period of time? If you could expound on that, I would greatly appreciate.
How long do you plan on staying?
Well, I have a business here, a cable TV business here in America, and I'm gonna go over there. I've been talking with a girl for about 3 years. We have the same faith. She's a good Christian woman, and I'm hoping that we can vibe. We vibe great on the phone, but I want to make sure that we vibe in person.
Okay, my question stands. How long do you plan on staying?
I would like to move there. I would like to live there, and if I do decide to make it a permanent thing, what do I need to do? But if I wanted to stay there for like 3 months, I'm 3 months right off the bat.
Okay, and how old are you?
I am 56.
Okay, 56. So we're close to the same age. Here's what I'll do. Let me answer your first question. I haven't eaten balut since then. Uh, that's the answer to your first question. The second question is it would require a pretty long answer. So what I would say is, how about either one of two things? You can jump in. We can chat on WhatsApp, or you could do go ahead.
Yeah, if you have more than 3 or 5 questions, which we are very willing to answer, Rich here, I think it would be better if you book a consultation with Rich.
Yeah, I promise you the consultation will save you way more money than you pay.
And list down all the questions that you have in mind.
Go into any of our videos and look in the description, and that'll tell you. But first, just hit me up on the email and tell me, and we can chat via email first, right?
Okay,
right.
That'll work.
I can give you a lot of advice that will help you. That will definitely help you before you get here and even after you get here. Okay, but it would take too long for the live stream, for the sake of the live stream.
Okay. All right.
Is that cool?
I appreciate that, man.
All right. And
yeah, that works.
You're in Tennessee, so why are you a Steelers fan? How come you ain't a Titans fan?
Now that's a long story right there. When I first started watching football, the very first football game I watched was in 1978. Mm-hmm. It was the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Of course.
It was that was the Super Bowl,
Gotcha.
Super Bowl 13.
I remember it.
When the Steelers came out in that black and yellow, man, it was like love at first sight.
I hear you. And I got you.
Yeah, I was 8 years old, man, and that was it. I was hooked.
I remember. I think I was in like 4th grade or something like that. So I got you. Okay. hey, Davenport, I appreciate you calling in, bro. Let's connect offline and we'll chat a little bit more. Okay. And I'm sure I can help you out with your questions.
I'll do that, man. Appreciate it.
All right, my man. Take care. Bye bye.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in. Okay. So
and just real quick, you guys, I don't really like promoting the consultation. I really don't.
I know.
But the thing is, sometimes people have a lot of questions, and I really am a pretty busy person. So if time and information are very valuable to me, that's just how I look at it. One question is cool, 2 questions, but if you have a lot of questions, I'm super cool with that. But then let's chat, and write your questions down. Hit me with your questions, and between me and Ching, guaranteed we can find the answers to almost all your questions.
Right? I think it's really what do you call that? Worth your
I know it's worth your time. It's worth I guarantee you we will make it worth your time and worth your money. You will save more money than you spend.
Just list down all the questions, the possible questions that you have in mind. All right. So Silent Moves said OG Rich was blessed when he was deep in the Hurt Locker. Wow, what a blessing.
I feel you. I hear you.
Thank you. Luca, according to Cliff TV, glad you're in a happier place, in a better environment.
I agree. I agree.
Okay, so Black Buck said, being black in America is a state of mind. If you allow negative events to affect you, it will. I am a happy American who happens to be black, and I'm going to the Philippines for adventure and fun.
Black Box, I think that's the way to look at it. Because, look, sometimes being in America can get you down, bro. I mean, the news is a lot of negativity on the news, whether it's political, financial, what's happening in the streets. It can get you down. And I think it is a state of mind. I really think it is. For us, it has to be. It has to be a state of mind. It's how you look at things, how you choose to look at things. And I agree with that. I definitely agree.
Okay, so Mr. said, I went to Thailand because my best friend died. Sorry to hear that.
Sorry about
I needed a place to heal because I was absolutely devastated. It took me a month of struggling through work and being isolated before I took that flight.
Right. We have something in common, and maybe one of these days we'll talk about that offline. But for same reason, I ended up going to China for the first time. When I first went to China, I was going through it. I mean, I was really going through it, and I just wanted something. I wanted a change. I needed a change, something that would distract me from all the stuff that I was going through. So
you like a reset, something like
kind of like a reset, at least a temporary reset, right? Okay. Mike T said this is off topic, but Richie and Cheng, when you get a chance, please check out my stepson's restaurant in Valenzuela named Tagpuan. Okay.
Tagpuan. Yeah, it's like a meeting place. Tagpuan Marilas.
Okay.
Marulas, Valenzuela. So I think Luca here is from Valenzuela, so you might want to check that out.
Maybe we can meet up with Luca and we can check it out, and we'll let you know and tell him. You can tell your stepson that we're coming. Yeah, I think that would be awesome.
All right.
If the food is good, I'm coming.
All right.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks for that, Mike T. We might have to take you up on that.
So just to let you know, bulalo is like bone marrow soup, beef bone marrow soup, and then Okay, so Cliff TV said, "My bad, that was Raymond. I'm glad you're in a better place, in a better environment, and may you continue to be blessed."
Cliff, I knew what you meant, and I think everybody understood where you were coming from. So appreciate that. But appreciate the clarification now.
Yes, Bob. Silent Move said it's way more than a state of mind. It's called persecution and systemic oppression. Look up that word systemic. Don't gaslight the situation.
I mean, I don't know that he was gas. I just feel like everybody has a different way of looking at stuff. I agree. I understand what you're saying, and it is systemic. I absolutely agree with you. It is systemic. It's been systemic for hundreds of years, for that matter, to be honest. But the question is, how are you going to choose to deal with it? We can talk about it. We could talk about it and get mad and all that stuff. But we're just going to get mad. Is that? I mean, is that going to change anything? I don't know. I just would rather, I'm in the second half of my life. This is how I look at it. I'm in the second half of my life. I just want to enjoy my life. I can protest or be mad and get angry and call X people X, Y, and Z names, but it's not going to change anything, and it's certainly not going to make me any happier. I just want to enjoy my life and be with somebody I care about and have fun. And that's what I choose to do. So, but no shade on what you're saying, because I don't think anybody disagrees with you. Silent Moves. I just think it's how people choose to move forward.
Okay, got that. So Paul Zuri, hello, welcome to our live
What's
stream.
Up, Paul?
This is off subject, but have you heard from Ace? Is he okay? He hasn't posted anything in over 2 weeks.
You know what? He posted the thing in Palawan. He posted a super cool video in Palawan. Was it last week that we saw that video where he was paddling on the canoe in
2
Palawan?
weeks ago.
I haven't heard anything from him, but I'm glad you pointed that out. We've been so busy, I haven't paid attention. But you know what? I'm gonna holler at him after we do this live stream and check up on him just to make sure he's okay. So appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that.
Paul.
Yeah. So I'll put that on the list of things to do, and we'll check up on Ace and make sure he's doing okay. All right. Ty Wood said, "Rich dude, I'm tearing up over here, man. I took care of my mom for 2 years. She passed away last year.
Sorry to hear
feel that pain. Definitely sorry to hear that. Peace of mind is a great thing. Every human being deserves that. That's Ty. That's all I care about, bro. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the money. I'm not worried about my health. My health I'm in very good shape. I just care about peace of mind, bro. I didn't want to be on the treadmill anymore. I could be in the U.S. and make good money, but I don't want to do. I mean, but why take the stress? I'm in my mid 50s. Why keep doing something that you're not happy doing? That's all I'm saying. So I absolutely agree with you.
Thank you, Ty. Okay, said Obi-Wan said Ace said he was working on something new. That's all he said. Okay.
Well, we'll still chat him up. Yeah. I got his WeChat, so I'll chat him up and make sure he's doing cool.
Okay.
Right. Thanks for that, Obi-Wan.
Thank you. All right. So Ty Wood said, "I love you guys. You guys are so down to earth. That's why I love you guys. You guys are genuine, and the vibe on the show is 1 in a million. Thank you so much
thank you
for
very
the kind
much.
words, Ty."
Yeah, every now and then, I might have to choke the hell. But no, the vibe is real. We got past that point. I don't know if you watched the video a few months ago. We had a point where we struggled for sure, but once we got past that point and we kind of got on the same program and understood each other. The sailing's been pretty smooth since then.
Yeah, we're not saying that we're not arguing every now and then. That's part of a relationship. There will be disagreements here and there.
No arguments.
Yeah, no argument. Disagreements. No arguments.
Yeah.
Disagreements here and there. But that's what most normal couples go through.
Ain't nobody any different. Yeah, we're not any different. But the vibe is cool, and it is legit. I mean, if you guys think we have fun on cam, you guys have no idea
We're a riot.
how much we laugh off when the cameras are off, and we're not even making videos or live streams. We have a lot of fun, and I mean, and I just keep saying this, and I'm sorry I'm harping on it, but ain't that what life is supposed to be? Is having fun. We all got responsibilities, but if we ain't having fun, what the hell are we doing, man? That's all I'm saying. Sorry to harp on it. Right. All right.
Work while you're enjoying it, you know. I would love to see Cheng go to America with you one day to see her reaction.
Right. I would too.
I would be like, I really think I would be like
wide-eyed. Yeah, she would be wide-eyed. I totally agree, and I hope we can make that happen. We just got to get her out of this country and into any other country, for starters. And I think I have an idea of where we're going to start. That'll make it easier for both of us. That'll make it easier for both of us. I think we're going to start with Taiwan. To be honest, I think Taiwan is a good start because we can go there. I can speak Chinese. And I can speak Mandarin, and it's a pretty modern country. It's much,
and then
it is much more developed than here, and there are some obvious and very clear differences between the culture in Taiwan and here.
Yes,
so I think that's probably where we'll start, and hopefully she can apply to go to some other countries after that, and we can get in. Okay.
Okay. LA Detroit said, looking good at 57 and 39. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. You see this crease right here, though? Yeah. Actually, you know what? But that crease has been there since I was like 27 years old. I remember looking in the mirror in law school.
I have a crease here because I keep doing that. I'm
blind. All the damn time, right? Can't see a damn thing.
Okay. So me and Cheng went to high school together. Class of 2002. That's right.
Boo! That's how well you know me, right? Yeah. That's exactly how well you know me.
Okay, right. Both you guys look good.
Thank you, Tiger Ronda. We appreciate you. We really definitely appreciate you.
I have draws on the
She got draws. Right. She's still young. Man. But I don't have no draws that old. Oh, yeah. No draws that old. But yeah, she ain't young, but she ain't old.
Thank you.
You ain't young, but you ain't old.
Young at heart.
You just how I like it.
Thank you.
I don't want nobody too young. And yeah, you just where I like it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so the black box said, who's getting persecuted? Well, who is getting systemically oppressed? I have every advantage anyone else has. I'm not gaslighting anything, and I'm not running the victim Olympics either. Okay.
All right. Okay. So I think that was in response to the other comment.
All right. So although Living Our Lives said, although many Americans migrate from the U.S. for financial reasons, a small percentage maybe leave because of the social and moral decline in humanity.
Boom.
Of course, the hatred influences the social and economic decline.
Right. Yeah. I think the moral decline has a lot to do with why a whole bunch of dudes are leaving. Especially when we look at the women, how the women act, when you look at things like OnlyFans and you have these women who think like they're able to make money now because they show their body, put their body on TV, or show them doing things on certain channels now, and they can make money doing that. And now they actually feel like they have power because they haven't hit the wall yet. But when that wall comes and they're in their 30s to their early to mid 30s, and now they look rode hard and put away wet, and there's an 18-year-old doing the same thing, and now you're only 35 and now you can't make money because nobody cares about you, wants to see you anymore, and you don't even have any skills. You have no other skills except what you were doing. What are you going to do now? So sorry, I know that was a little bit of a diatribe, but I feel you on when you talk about the moral decline in humanity. I think there's a huge decline in morals in the U.S. and it hurts me to watch. It really hurts me to watch, and I see the same thing happening here. Being really real, it's just on a much smaller scale, and it's way behind where we are. Way behind where we are.
Okay, so I think I remember one in our videos, a subscriber who commented that you can't even talk to the women in the West anymore.
Not without some of them talking crazy to you, acting and talking crazy, and having these ridiculous expectations about what you're supposed to do for them just to get their attention. Because there's simps who do that to get their attention, and now they expect you to do that, or because they met some dude with a lot of money in their DMs and he paid attention to them, so now they think they dated that guy when he just went up. Yeah, when he just went up in her guts, but now she feel like she deserves to be with that dude or that kind of dude because he busted her guts. But,
but I think it will just make them feel better to say that they dated the guy instead of having.
But now they have those expectations, like they feel like they deserve that kind of dude, right? But you're not going to get that kind of dude. There's a reason he left you, because that's what he felt like your value was. Anyway, okay.
All right. So Silent Mood said, "You guys are still very young.
Most
I met a 61-year-old at the gym, asked him some pointers. He was 61 and was the best looking guy in the gym, jacked, and the trainer of the Warriors and other teams and Olympics."
Awesome. Yeah, most definitely. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Look, I try to get in the gym 4 to 5 times a week. And luckily, it's just 2 floors above me, so it's an easy trek to get in the gym. But I'm a pretty busy dude. But I also know that keeping my mind right and my body right is paramount to me living the life that I want to live. So thank you for that, Silent Moves.
A sound mind and a sound body.
That's it. That's money in your pockets.
Yes.
Right.
So hello, my wonderful friends.
PB,
thank you for joining us.
And thank you for that
super chat.
For dropping that donation. We appreciate you.
Howard said, sorry, that was a little too loud.
No. Is that a new name?
Yes.
Yes.
Howard.
Let's look. Hold on. Sorry. We have to have a conversation here, y'all. Look, when people come in our house, we got to greet people coming in the house first, right? Just talk about what he said. We got to greet people, make people feel welcome.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
Howard, welcome to our live stream. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Rich Abroad.
There you go, baby. Yeah. Greet people. Make him feel welcome.
Yeah, you guys are fun to listen to. I always love watching the videos. Thank you so much.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah. Thank you.
You see that? Yeah. Make them feel welcome.
Yes.
Howard said, yeah, come on, man. It's a new cat. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. All right. So Luca said, whoa, 17 age gap, and you don't look your age. You're looking good. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Luca. We appreciate that. Right?
Getting active. You need to get active. Yeah. I'm a little late to the party. That's all good.
It's all good. It's you. It's you. Yeah, we're good to go, right?
Yeah. All right. So we have that covered.
All right.
All right.
Thank you for the super sticker again.
Thank you. And then the big boss said, do what you feel. Everyone's going to have different reasons for what they want to do. Got to forge your own path.
That's it. I say this and I honestly feel this. I can't worry about what other people think. I can't worry about how other people think I should lead my life. I have to lead my life in a way that makes me feel good, where I feel good about what I'm doing, and where it reflects good on the people of my race, and overall, I feel happy. That's the most important thing. If you like it, then that's great. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, but this is how I choose to lead my life, and I feel good about it when I wake up and go to bed. And that's it. So I absolutely agree, Big Boss.
Okay. LOL said, I served 24 years in the military, but will never go as far to say that I love the U.S. I love some of the people, but the country is not capable of loving, so it gets no love in return from me.
Interesting. I have to say, I still love my country. I really do. I don't love the government. I don't love the people running this country. But I love my country, and I love the people in our country, especially the ones who are there legally. Just saying.
Okay, so Tywood said, that's why I love California. It's a republic. We can give the current administration government the F finger. That's why he hates us so much.
Exactly. Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So, Mr. said, I was bugged out the first time I heard a Chinese person with an Australian accent.
Mr. I'm gonna tell you a story. A stupid story. I was walking. I was in China. I was in Shanghai, China, walking down the street at Nanjing Shilu. It's a West Nanjing Road, right? Walking down the street, and I got lost somehow. I needed directions, and I saw somebody who was Chinese, right? And so I went and I asked him for directions in Chinese, and he responded with an Australian accent, and it jacked me up. I was like, huh? Like, and he had an Australian accent, a perfect Australian accent. He just happened to be traveling in China too, but it was a Chinese looking, I mean, of someone of Chinese descent with an Australian accent. Jacked me completely up. So we both got a really good laugh out of it. But it's happened to me too. So I understand.
Okay. Yeah. So LOL said, if one does not see color, they cannot see the differences in how people are treated by those who see color.
I have to agree with you. I have to agree with you, right?
Okay.
And like I said before, I definitely see color. I just choose, most of the time, I choose to ignore it. I just choose to ignore it.
Right? Okay. Foreigner said, your take is right, Richie. More strangers say hello to me in the Philippines. People are too busy in their own bubble.
Definitely. Definitely. No question.
Okay. So, Daniel, his name is Dean Hasim. So I think, I think maybe, would you like to clarify who Dean Hasim is? And maybe it is the vlog we were talking about, 90 Day Fiance, the vlog.
Yes, it is. It's Dean Hasim. Thank you, Daniel, right? And is that a new name?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
my bad. This is second in a row.
Okay.
Sorry. Daniel, thank you so much for joining our live stream, and welcome to Rich Abroad. I hope this is what always Rich would say. This is not the last time you will join our live stream.
Or comment.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Right. Greetings. Got to greet people when they come in.
Dean Hasim.
Right? It is Dean Hasim. I'm 100% sure, right?
Okay. All right. So back to the Philippines said, magandang umaga, kuya and ate, kamusta? My kuya and myself are counting down the days until we visit there in a few months. We are blessed to be in a paradise once again.
Awesome. Hey, when you come here, look us up. Let's go get some dinner or some lunch or something. Let's chop it up. Let's have a good time. And we love to meet people. So
yes.
So let's make that happen. Love that.
You're so mellow.
Right.
Mr. said, I don't want anyone to ignore a core part of my identity just for them to feel comfortable. There's nothing wrong with people's color. It's a problem with people treating us negatively because of it. People are on point.
Mr. is on the pulpit. I mean, just seriously on the pulpit today.
Yeah.
Preaching, just straight preaching, right?
Michael said, how was Balut? Go ahead.
Michael, I haven't eaten balut since then. I don't plan on eating balut. Let me be honest. I would eat balut again. I wouldn't want to embarrass anybody. So if somebody said there's a whole group of Filipino people and they said, hey, try this balut, I would eat it. I really would, because I wouldn't want to embarrass them and make them lose face. But for me to go as far as to say I liked it, I can't do that.
Okay.
I can't do that.
I'm gonna suggest, if you don't want to eat the duck embryo, there's an alternative. It's penoy. It's a whole egg, but only the yolk. Only the yolk. Egg yolk.
Right. Okay.
So Tywood said, wow, I'm trying to prepare myself. Of course, I'm going to visit first.
Absolutely.
Before I decide if I'm going to retire there. I can already tell the people are beautiful and it's a nice place to retire.
It's a great place. The people are beautiful. Just as any place else, be wary of people who are too friendly. And I'll say this, and I should have said this to the last gentleman who called. Definitely, if anybody's considering coming here to retire, come here to visit first. Come here to visit first. It may or may not be your cup of tea. So come here to visit first. See how you feel. I think you'll like it. It depends on where you go, who you're with, who you spend your time with, and what kind of experience you have here. But I think you'll love it. But definitely come here to visit first before you make that big, huge move.
Yeah. In addition to what you said, I think moving here first, or trying it out first, would give you an idea of what the culture is about. Absolutely. It's very important that you to see what the culture is before diving in completely over here. So yeah, just give yourself a little research, as we may call it.
No question.
So Tiger Ronnie said, all my friends want to travel with me the next time I come to the Philippines.
I bet you they do. I bet you they do. The Philippines, if you come to the Philippines and you don't have a good time, there's something wrong with you. There's just something wrong with you. There's no reason you should come here and not have a good time. It's a fun place to be. It really is a fun place to be. There's so much stuff for you to do, places to go. if you love the outdoors like I do, there's no reason you shouldn't have a good time in the Philippines.
There are 7,100 plus islands here. Exactly. I haven't explored right. 1/4 of it. So Taiwan said, but on the other hand, you guys might have to calm me down. I'm gonna need like a counselor or something to keep me in check to make sure I don't get out of control and get too
you
wild.
And a whole bunch of other people, because people come here and go buck wild, bro. I mean, it is what it is, but I mean, people come here to blow off steam. People come here for all kinds of different reasons. For me, I just peace of mind. When I open up my curtains and I look out my balcony and I'm on the 50th floor, it is so beautiful to see the mountains, see the city center, to see the sea over to my left. It's beautiful. That gives me peace of mind every day. First thing when I wake up and last thing before I can see the city lights at nighttime. It's a great feeling. It is a great feeling.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Black Box in response to Tiger, none of my friends want to for me. The distance is too far away.
That's right. It's their loss.
Mm-hmm.
It's their loss.
Okay, so James,
what's up, Spoon?
What it do? My two favorite bloggers, Mr. and Miss Rich from Orlando, Florida. Good evening to Mr. Slick Rick. Slick Rick is not here.
Slick Rick ain't here. He's out. Man, he out gallivanting around doing some BS stuff. Just joking. Slick Rick is on a sabbatical. He's doing something important, doing some family stuff, and we always appreciate that respect.
Yeah, and on that note, don't forget to hit the like or the thumbs up button in case.
He would normally do that, but he's not here, so please, if you're coming in late, hit that thumbs up button. We appreciate you.
And of course, this is a call-in live stream, so hit us with your give us your take. 415-490-8030.
Did you add it to the chat again?
Yeah.
Right.
Nah.
You did. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's put it right here. Don't be the. We got about 10 more minutes of this live stream. Call in. Give us your take. Tell us what you think. Actually, Ching. Let's jump to the next question. What was the next question? What was that next question?
We haven't touched the topic.
What was it? Okay.
Okay. So the first topic supposedly is.
Go to what's the
second topic?
Yeah. What is the next topic? Right. We'll save it for. We'll actually save it for
the next.
We'll save it because we got a whole bunch of comments.
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of comments.
So we'll save it there. Let's see. Where were we? Let's make sure we can. Okay, here we go. Right.
Okay.
Tiger said he's coming back in January.
Oh, that's close.
That's not far. As long as you're happy, a happy drunk, you'll be okay. Obi-Wan said, right. Tiger said he might have a few people with him though when he comes back. Okay, good.
All right.
More the merrier, ain't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Lucas said, "Nice to hear that, but please, guys, do your due diligence. Stick to Richie Rich and Cheng. Listen to their advice."
Oh, thank you, Luca.
Luca, thank you. Really, I think other channels will say a lot of the same things we say. Just make sure you vet carefully. Make sure even when you come here, whether it's the people you hang out with, just be careful. Be careful. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of friendly people, super friendly people, and great people here. But there are some people who are after the money in your pockets. Make no mistake about that.
Yeah, if it's too good to be true, probably not real.
Without a doubt.
So there. So sports lover, hello, welcome to our channel.
Hey, look at you being friendly. Look at you welcoming people. Makes people want to come back, huh?
I know, right? Hello, sports lover. Thank you for joining our live stream. Filipino people are very kind.
Agreed.
They're more community-minded than Western people. Parts of the Philippines is nice, but as a developing nation, there's obviously lots of work to do. It's not paradise.
I agree, sports. I agree, sports lover. I think it is what you make it. I think that being in the Philippines is what you make it, just like being in the U.S. It's the life is what you make it and how you feel about it. But for me, it gives me peace of mind being here. I have almost zero worries living out here. So thanks for that take, sports lover. I appreciate that.
All right. So Christine H. Hello, Christine. Welcome to our live stream. Welcome
look at you.
Welcome to Rich Abroad.
Greeting people.
And if you're
Hey, Christine.
If you're single, first, I would like to promo our couples connection. If you're single and you want to come in and mic up and cam up, please send us an email. I'll drop the email here. So Christine said, Vitali harassed a woman in Florida, had climbed up to the Hollywood sign, yet still running free when he was there.
Right. And Kristen, thanks for that take. Look, the people here in the Philippines are very, very wary of foreigners coming here and making and disrespecting people in the Philippines. They're not going to tolerate it anymore. So another thing, as we said before, just when you come here, be conscious of how you act. Be conscious of how you treat the local Filipino people. Treat them with the respect that they deserve.
Yes.
And I think everything will be fine with that. Thanks for that take, Christian. We appreciate you.
Okay, so Christopher Michael, hey, how y'all doing?
We're doing
Thank you so much.
Raymond said, yeah, I'd still live in America. I need a break and wanted to get out to explore life outside of my comfort zone. Raymond, I feel you. I absolutely feel you. I love the outdoors, and the Philippines with 7,000 islands is the perfect place to explore the outdoors for me.
Right? Lot of places to explore.
Obi-Wan said, hey, Frank, I'm from Detroit, and it was an easy transition. I agree. I totally agree. It was very easy. I had been to the Philippines before. I mean, I had been to the Philippines maybe once or twice before because I did a Spartan race before, and I came to the Philippines like right before I went to China, actually. And so I had been here before, and I liked it before. So coming back here for a place for R&R was like an easy choice. I didn't even think twice about it.
Okay, so LA Detroit said OP1 Detroit in the house, actually Highland Park, same thing.
Okay.
So Frank said, Luca, I retired last November. I am very detailed in my preparation. Thanks for looking out.
Absolutely. And you should be, as well you should be, especially if you're planning to move to a foreign country. Definitely need to be very detailed. Make a list of things that you need to do or things that you want to find out. Ask questions, look things up, especially if you're moving. Definitely have an idea of what's going on before you get there.
Right? Okay. So
let's see.
All right. So let's do that. Luca said, Frank, are you gonna start vlogging too?
Yeah. The more the merrier. More the merrier for sure, right?
So Jeff Beckett said, but the confidence in Cheng to admit her faults, lol, don't steal her spotlight.
Jump in there, yeah. No, never want to or need to steal her spotlight. She has a lot of confidence, and it's a lot of. I think really quick, just to address that, Jeff. I think what a lot of people don't understand is the conversations that we have when the cameras aren't rolling. I think there's a lot, and how could you know? But we have a lot of conversation when the cameras aren't rolling, and there's a lot of growth, as you saw in the last video and other videos. I mean, look, but that's what's supposed to happen. If I came in here with the level of experience, education, and knowledge that I have, and she's not growing, then I'm really not doing something right.
Yeah,
I'm really not doing something right. So no need for me to even think about stealing her spotlight. She deserves her own spotlight, and she's earned that.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yep. And Silent Move said Vitali is a CI. Sorry. Can you help me out, hon?
Sure, I would be happy to do that. Vitali is a CIA. What are you doing over there, agent? Meant to destroy the global image of Americans and make independent ways look like vlogging demonized amidst the rise of BRICS. Wow, that was a deep statement, bro. But let's clarify one thing. Vitali is not an American. Let's clarify that. Vitali is either Russian or Belarusian. He's not an American. He just had an American visa or he had a green card. He is not an American though, and I want to clarify that just for the sake of this conversation. But I agree with your take on it. Okay.
Okay. So Obi-Wan said, "I'm by Battle Creek till I sell my house and go back to the Philippines."
Battle Creek is in Michigan.
Thank you.
So all right, cool. All right. And Totally Frank said,
Obi-Wan, I'm from Wyoming, between 7 and 8 mile, Perton and 6 mile west side.
Obi-Wan, or let me say this, Totally Frank, when I was in college, I went to the University of Montana, played ball there. I had a great time. We played the University of Wyoming and got stumped, but we didn't get stumped. We lost, but a respectable loss. But anyway, I spent a summer in Wyoming doing posting on a ranch putting up fence posts, riding horses and putting up fence posts. One of the coolest summers I ever spent. 10 Sleep, tiny town called 10 Sleep, Wyoming. Great memories.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that.
You
Okay.
bet.
So Obi-Wan, LA Detroit said, Obi-Wan, congratulations. Would love to move to the Philippines, but my wife and mother-in-law are here. It's going to take about 5 years to convince them to move back.
There you go. You go. And Calvin said, there you go. Peace of mind, right?
Yes, Calvin.
Do you think?
Hi, Calvin. Welcome to Rich Rich Abroad. Thank you for joining us on our live stream.
Yeah. Calvin, don't let this be the last time that you drop a comment or call in. Don't forget to call in as 415-490-8030. Call in and give us your take. We would love to have anybody who's new in this live stream. Feel free to call in and give us your take. See about that? Sorry. Slow down, Rich. Feel free to call in, give us your take. We'd love to hear from you. That's why we have the call-in feature, and we add it. Everybody seems to love it, and we always want to have that. So, where are we at?
Okay, lower.
Okay.
Lower.
All right, we got a lot of comments. We need to. Okay. Let's get through these comments and make sure we give everybody a shout out that deserves it.
Okay, Luca said.
All right.
Luca said, Richard and Sheng is such a fun, smart couple. I'm learning a lot and enjoying the discussion as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
What? Smart. I'm smart.
I'm
smart.
You are smart. I'll tell you it all the time.
Huh?
You're like, really? I'll remember that, right?
Okay. So what's the youngest age in here?
Oh, good question. Good question. Who's the youngest in here? Cheng would be 39. Is anybody here younger than 39?
Okay.
Right? Yeah, I think, Mr. He put that out on.
Mr. is also 39, I think.
Okay. No, he's saying you're 39.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so Amirabui Al-Mubarak.
Amirabui, what's happening, brother? See, we've done it enough times. I got it now, right? What's happening, brother? We're always happy to have you in our live stream. Welcome.
You two are so elegant and beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Okay. Ronald Comilang, welcome to our live stream.
Welcome, Ronald.
Yes, thank you for joining us. Good morning, watching from Cebu City, Philippines.
Ronald, what's happening? We're going to get over to Cebu pretty soon. And, it would be so cool to meet up with some cats in Cebu. So maybe if you want to jump in, get our email, and so you can hit me up on the email so we can get contact information. Would be really cool to meet some cats that live out in Cebu, because I think we know about 4 people in Cebu now.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so yeah, that'd be really cool. CJ's in Cebu, right?
Oh, yeah. Duh.
Yeah,
okay.
Right.
So the Black Buck said, I'm in the process of selling things and settling things up to move to the Philippines.
Sometimes it's a process, right? You got to take handle your business first, right?
Obi-Wan said, I lived in Cebu and Negros. I like both. All right.
I've only lived here in Luzon, here in Manila, and I like it here. But I would be very open to exploring other places. I don't like. Yeah, I like seeing other places. It's I think it's my nature, right?
Okay, so Mr. said $3,400 a month. Good Lord, that's a lot of money.
Good Lord, that's a lot of money. It's a movie line.
Okay,
it's a movie line.
Okay,
I'm gonna get you some.
All right, thank you.
All right, it's Chris Rock. Yeah.
Okay, Troy Coates said, "Good morning, good people."
Good morning, Troy. What's happening with you, brother?
So okay, so Luca said, Japan would have been a perfect country to migrate to because it's so beautiful and so darn clean. So many abandoned houses on sale too.
Yes. Yeah. However, it's not the houses that are the problem. It's getting a visa to live there. That's the problem. And it is. By the way, if you guys don't know, Japan is like my favorite country to live in. I lived in Japan for like a little less than a year right after the pandemic. I love Japan. I had been there before, but living there was really cool. But it's expensive. Let's not get it twisted. Living in Japan is very expensive. But yes, you could buy. There's some houses that you could buy there, but it is expensive, and they're not giving out visas like candy. It's tough to get a visa, especially when it comes to living there on a permanent basis. So
Mm.
I agree with you, Luca, in part. It would be so great. I would love to stay there longer. It is so clean. It's so quiet. The people are so nice. And if you're in Osaka, it is off the hook.
If I'm going to choose a country that I want to visit, Japan is number one.
Yeah, I would go back in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, right?
All right. So,
let's
Big
see.
Boss said, sorry,
Okay,
my bad.
Okay, go ahead.
So the Black Box said, I plan on moving to IT Park, Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Okay. So LA, Detroit. The Big Boss said, y'all come on down to the red zone and hang with the boss.
Big Boss, you know what it is. We already told you. Don't say it if you don't mean it, because I will show up, and man, you got to have me over and feed me, brother.
We've been there before, Pagadian City.
We'll come again. You got to feed me, brother. Yeah, you got to feed me.
There's a lot of good seafood.
I'll bring the whiskey. I'll bring something to drink, but you got to feed me, bro. Yeah. We appreciate the invite for sure.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Let's see where we're going.
Okay, go on, school. Thank you, po. Obi-Wan said, haven't been to Davao yet. I heard it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Okay, so the Black Box said, yup, it will be super easy to get my visa renewed, and the bus terminal is there to travel.
Oh, the bus is easy, super easy. I don't know if you guys saw our video when we traveled to where we go to Baguio by bus. We did the sleeper bus. Ching didn't like the sleeper bus, but I thought the sleeper bus was cool. I thought it was super cool. You get your own little space where you can like literally lay down and go to sleep.
You know why I don't like it?
Why?
Because I'm not next to you.
Oh, man, come on. What you want? You need money?
No, you're too far from me.
Yeah. Right. All right. But I liked it. But I did like the other one too. I liked
the lazy
the first
boy.
class. I like that one too.
Except for the snoring guy.
Yeah, that dude was crazy. Yeah.
So Obi-Wan said, my motorcycle is in San Carlos, but I'll need an SUV for the rain next time. Yeah, it's hard to travel with a motorcycle, especially when it's raining.
Right. Okay, you guys, we're going to extend this show for about another 8 minutes. And we haven't had anything to eat all day yet, so we're both starving. And we got videos that we got to make. So we're going to extend the show for another 8 minutes. Let's see if we can get through these comments. If you want to call in, make sure you call in.
Yes.
415-490-8030 +1 if you're outside of Canada or the United States. Luca, we would love to have you call in and say your piece. And Kristen, we always love having some of the young ladies on our channel and in our live streams to give a different point of view and add to the show. We would love that. So call in if you want to.
Yes, DG said, my wife's family would ask what kind of business are we going to start. When we retire in the Philippines, we say monkey business.
Monkey business, right? I'm start some monkey business, right?
All right.
Exactly.
Okay. So Mr. answered the question for us. Filipino piece this video is called "Can You Go to Jail Just for Arguing?"
Okay, I like that. That. Okay. All right. So we'll have to check that out right, while we're cooking something. Damn it.
I know.
Okay.
Okay. LA Detroit said peace video. Okay, thank you so much for answering.
Yeah, we'll check that out right after this.
Alistair's Obi-Wan said, Alistair, that guy was messing up for that to happen to him. As long as you're respectful, it's like a force field around.
You know, I feel the same way, Obi-Wan. I'm gonna reserve my comments for until I watch the video. But knee jerk, and I don't like to give knee jerk or reactions. But I feel the same way. I feel like if I'll reserve my comments until after I watch the video.
Okay.
I think that's more fair.
All right, Calvin. All right. The name. Okay. Thank you so much for answering the question for us. Obi-Wan said, if you're disrespectful, you will. If you're always nice, you won't.
It's kind of that simple. Okay. Christopher Michael said,
that's right. People love to hate, and we all know what's going in the U.S. and Canada. This ain't no more. Life in Thailand and Philippines is where it's at.
It is for me. And I'm not going to say I'll never move back to the U.S. I mean, I love my country, and if the situation calls for it, it might be something I would want to do in the future, and maybe I might bring some company with me. Who knows? But for right now, I feel very happy here, and I'm enjoying my life here, and that's where it's at for me. But Christopher Michael, I hear you, bro. I definitely hear you.
Okay, so I had zero problems in 2 years.
I haven't had a problem yet. I haven't had a single problem.
Okay. Cliff TV said, well, Slick Rick is not here, so I can say, how about the...
No, bro.
He's still
that
here.
Comment, yeah. I'm still here. And I'm from the Bay. And there's a couple of other people from the Bay, bro. So we're Giants fans, you understand? So none of this Dodgers-ish, none of this Dodgers junk. I know Shohei's the man. I like him, dude. He's kind of tight. But anyway, but none of this Dodgers crap, man. I'm trying to hear none of that. You start messing my house. Giants, son.
Okay, the big boss said, pro tip, if you get into it with a Filipina, it's okay. If you get into it with a Filipina, get
out of Dodge. Stat. Yeah, stat means in a hurry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, get out of Dodge. It means, don't do it in public. Don't do it in public. And even if you do it in private, don't be yelling, screaming. Don't be making a scene. Don't make a scene. Don't make anybody here lose face. Don't do it. Nothing good is going to come out of it.
All right.
Period.
So, right? DG said,
scroll up.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Go ahead.
DG said, Richie, here's another angle. The cops might be into it.
Might be in on it.
I
don't doubt that. Look, it is what it is. We understand that there are certain things that go on in certain government entities, and it is what it is. I wouldn't doubt it. I don't know, but it wouldn't. But not very many things surprise me when it comes to living in different countries. You just learn. It's you start to appreciate what you have in the U.S. I'm not saying it's perfect, but you start to appreciate the things in the U.S. that might be where you might feel more comfortable. But what are we really talking about? Our police? People feeling more comfortable with our police? I don't know about that either. But I wouldn't doubt it, bro. I wouldn't doubt it.
Okay, Christopher Michael said there are good apples and bad apples everywhere. Vet properly. Yes. Period. All right. So the Falcon, welcome to our live stream. Thank you. Welcome to Richard.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Make a man feel welcome.
Okay. Right? Also from
What's up,
Vegas.
Falcon? What's happening?
I appreciate you sharing all this knowledge with us, OG.
I'm an OG now?
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Hold on. Falcon, we appreciate your comment. Don't let this be the last time you comment or call into our show. We'll see you on the next show, too.
Okay. Hello, Jeff Goldberg.
Jeff, what's up, brother?
It's all good.
Jeff,
At least you're here.
Jeff is usually late, right? I mean, if you came in the first hour, Jeff, I would be surprised. I would be surprised. We're always happy to have you in the house.
Yes. Thank you, Jeff, for coming. Mister said she did this more than 3 years ago, so the Vitalis situation hadn't even happened yet.
Right. Well,
I'm really curious to watch.
Yeah, I would have to see the. Yeah, I want to see the show.
Okay.
Any further, right?
All right. So hello everyone. Sorry I'm late.
Ray.
Mr. Ray.
What's happening, brother? We're always happy to have you in.
Today was not a good day. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Let me back up. Mr. Ray, I just put 2 and 2 together. I didn't read his whole comment. I saw your comment to me in WhatsApp, and I'm sorry about that, bro. I'll talk to you more offline since it's more
personal.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay. So blank paper said, I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and we're here only acknowledge one city named Oakland, and that's our brother city in the Bay town business.
Yeah. Even from Detroit, they understand that there's one Oakland, and it's not Oakland, Michigan. It's Oakland, California, and it is one of the most violent cities in the United States. However, we love it. We're just stay out of East Oakland and go in the rest of it because it's an awesome city aside from East Oakland. But anyway, but there is one Oakland in the Bay, and that's the city.
Okay, gotcha. Right. All right, so Roger Walker, hello. Thank you for joining us Roger? On the live stream. Good morning. First time here from Sunshine Shoulders.
That's where I saw that name at. I knew I saw that name before. Roger, welcome to our show. Appreciate you dropping in. And I knew I had seen your name before. I was like, dang, that name looks so familiar. But welcome to our show. Appreciate you joining us.
So, Mas but totally Frank said she filed a charge a year later because she saw him with his new girlfriend, a vlogger that used to
fish. See, there's always something. There's always something. Again, you guys, I want to like knee jerk. I want to respond, but I don't think it's fair for me to respond or for me to comment on the video until I've actually watched it. So that's why I'm kind of holding my comments back and reserve my comments until after I watch that video. So that's what I guarantee you that's what we're gonna do as soon as we finish this live stream.
Okay,
right?
so Mr. said, my Filipina ex yelled at me in the Philippines. My number one rule not to do. I never heard of this law back then. I didn't yell back at her because I never had to yell at any of my girlfriends, and I wasn't about to start.
Right. Right. We're almost done. I got a quick story to tell. Because something like this happened when I was in China. The first girl I dated in China, they do the same thing where there's like the local guys kind of simp on the girls. They say, "Oh, baby, please." When the girl gets mad, "Oh, please, baby, please don't be mad, please, please," right? And they do that kind of thing. And I dated this girl, and we were walking around in the mall, and she got mad. I don't even remember the reason she got mad. It was just something small or something stupid. She got mad. She started yelling at me in the mall. I looked at her and she turned around and walked away. And I was like, okay, I'm cool. I walked away in the other direction, right? She thought that I was going to chase her. She thought I was going to run after her and chase her. And I walked away because I'm like, I'm not getting into any kind of funk with anybody here in China, in a mall, God forbid, right? So she turns around and looks and sees she's expecting me to come get her. And she sees that I'm walking away. She comes running after me. Why didn't you come after me? I'm like, hell no. Why would I come after you? What? No, we're not doing that kind of stuff. So the moral of that story for me is don't get into it with anybody in public. No yelling, no shouting. It's not going to go well for you when you're in another country and you embarrass people in that country. It is not going to go well, especially here right now. They're just very, very sensitive, and I understand.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
I love that. What and sounds familiar, doesn't it? Right.
Hell hath no fury like a woman's scorn.
Who said that? Right. We just had that discussion
last night.
We just had that discussion like yesterday or 2 days ago, right? Exactly. Like use the exact same quote, Luca. So I'm with you. Ching is. We'll get Ching on the bus with us one of these days. Yeah.
The morning bride.
Yeah. In the meantime, Mr. said I broke up with her 2 years before P made that video, so I'm quite disturbed. Now I'm leery about going back to the fields, and maybe she lied on me about they might apprehend me at the airport or something like that. You never know. But Mr. I would say this: as long as y'all broke up and it was peaceful, it is what it is. But the thing is, if you make people lose face, they're not going to take it well. They are not going to take it well, and things can go really, really bad for you. So I don't think I would worry about it if I were you. But I understand. I understand your concern, right?
Okay, so the big boss said, watch some vids on stoicism. Very helpful in dealing with stuff here. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. I mean, it will do nothing but help you. Exactly.
Okay, so the black box said he is still in prison. The judgment hasn't been made yet.
Yeah, the whole notion of due process over here or a speedy trial, they don't have that, people. So when I hear people say I hate the U.S. and stuff like that, I'm like, people don't appreciate what we have. Yeah, there's a lot of bad stuff, but there's so much good stuff about our country, especially when you compare it to other countries. There is no due process here. There is no speedy trial here. There's no a lot of things that we have that protect the defendant, they don't have here. So yes, he's likely still sitting in prison. Again, I'll reserve my comments until I watch the video.
Okay, so Luca said, that is why it is important to know who you are planning to have a relation with.
Between Luca and Mr. I'm telling you guys have been on the pulpit today.
Yeah, I know.
Seriously,
right?
You guys have been preaching, and I appreciate it, right?
Okay. Okay, so LA Detroit, Silent said, LA Detroit, Crenshaw and Washington, Vine and La Brea.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Raymond Walker said, so he is in prison a year later. I bet he will have to pay those missed immigration renews before he can leave the country.
No, I don't think it works that way. I mean, he can't renew it if he's in prison, right? So I don't think that'll happen. But it still sucks being in prison because the prisons here are no joke. They are no joke at all, right?
So if you know what it is, what it looks like, it's like sardines.
JJA, what's going on with you, bro? I knew you would jump in. You usually come in a little bit late, but I expect that, and we always appreciate you.
Thank you, Joey.
Right.
Okay. So Charlie, aka CC, thank you so much for joining our live stream. Welcome to Rich Abroad.
I think you got it down now.
Yeah.
I think you got it down.
Yeah. Thank you. Right. I'm new to your channel, but loving it thus far. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you, brother. Don't let this be the last time you jump in and comment or call us in next time. We're at the tail end of our comments. You guys, I don't know that we're going to be able to get to all of our comments. Let's just make sure. Let's make sure we can. Okay, let's jump. Let's do this one. Lucas comment.
Okay, Lucas said, try to be more circumspect in dating with locals because Cheng is right. First impression is more lasting.
Absolutely. And Morris said,
big boss and black box, you got to protect your peace, man.
Right. DG, I appreciate that. Sometimes, I just, I appreciate that. I really do. I promote my own work. And I take a lot of pride in my work. But when it comes to promoting myself and making money, I don't know. I have mixed feelings on it, but I feel you, and I appreciate that you understand.
Right? Okay. So, Hood J, thank you for joining us on our live stream. How y'all doing? Let's get this Manny Pacquiao. his fight is upcoming.
Let's hope it happens.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Robert Travis, hello. Still waiting for your order, Richie, on nachos.
You know what? I still have, but we did find a place that supposedly has good nachos, and we're gonna check that out. The Pirate Place, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna check that out actually, and we might even actually do a video there. We have to check it out though.
Okay.
But you know what? We should go there today. But it opens at 6:00 at night.
Okay, later. Let's do some videos.
Yeah,
we got work to do.
All right, let's see if we can get through this.
Okay, Christopher Michael said, honestly, Toronto is just like the USA, and I think I can speak for most people. The change of the matrix that requires us to work hard and not pay for rent and mortgage is out of your life. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So
excellent.
Morris said, Raymond and Ty, I feel your pain, brothers. I had been through that just recently. I want to do the same and move to the Philippines for peace of mind.
Absolutely. And then Big Boss had one more.
PSA, public service announcement. Having been here for a while, I can give you pointers on just about anything. Just hit me up. Richard knows how to contact me.
Absolutely.
Obi-Wan said, I was so stressed out coming to the Philippines my first time in 2014. I went for a 1 month trip and came back 2 years later when mom got sick.
Right. Okay. And I just want to make sure we get all
mostly. So
Frank Ellis. What's up, Frank?
Right? I don't think Cheng needs a visa to go to other neighboring Asian countries. You guys should check on that. Yeah.
There are some countries that she does need a visa to go to, and I've done the checking.
Yeah, because we wanted to go to Japan.
I've done a lot of checking actually. Taiwan, she doesn't need a visa for. Vietnam, she doesn't need a visa for. Cambodia, Thailand, Thailand, Singapore. To Japan, she does need a visa.
Yeah.
For. Yeah. So, but we've done some checking. Korea, she would need a visa for as well.
Yes.
So, but thank you for that. We appreciate you, Frank.
Thank you, Frank. Okay, so Jover said. Okay, yeah. Joey said, yes, I agree with Sir Richie. Here in the Philippines, you can approach women without fear of being labeled as a creep. Even asking questions for direction won't get you in trouble.
I totally agree. Totally agree.
Okay, so Morris said, Raymond, I have been in 2016 for a month. That's why I want to return for good. I can't get the experience out of my thoughts.
Yeah. And the last one from Frank, women in the West want the 3 6s, 6-figure income, 6-pack abs, 6 feet tall. I got most of those actually. I got most of those actually. I think I'm doing okay. But that's not the point. The point is, not all guys have all of that. I might be missing some of that. but not all guys have it. And does she deserve it?
Mm.
What does she do? What does she bring to the table that she deserves that? Just because she looks good or she's got a box? Everybody's got a box, and some people got boxes better than hers. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. People need to stay in their lane.
Mm.
I'm with you, Frank. I'm definitely with you.
Okay,
Okay.
so Derek said, Richie, it's like National Signing Day every day. Saying every day there's a new 18 world.
Exactly.
18-year-old.
People are turning 18 every day, and that's these women when they hit. They think that the money they're making selling their bodies is going to be forever. It ain't forever. A new girl is turning 18 every day, and she can do it too now. And you think it's a very short-sighted thinking.
Okay.
Very short-sighted thinking.
All right.
Okay,
Jay has a question here.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Jacob.
So,
all right.
Hey Richie, was just curious. Do you consider yourself a passport bro? If so, why? And how long have you been traveling for vacation or pleasure?
I don't consider myself a passport bro. I just consider myself someone who. I mean, before there was ever a passport, before the phrase ever even came out, I was living in China since. I've been living in China since 2013. So no, there was no such thing as passport bros. I mean, at least the title back then, or even when I was in Japan. So not really. I choose to live in another country right now because I feel happy doing so. I found a woman that I'm happy being with and that I enjoy spending my time with, and that's it. It's just that simple. Yeah.
Okay. So Luca said, I've been doing some housework while listening to y'all. I heard my name mentioned. Much appreciate for reading my comments. Of course.
It won't be the last time,
Yeah.
Luca.
We try our best to read every comment and respond to it. Death Ray, hello. Thank you for joining us. To answer your last question from yesterday's stream, Richie and Cheng, I'm hoping to visit the Philippines before the end of 2025. Also to avoid typhoon season and the start of dry season.
November.
Yeah.
Yeah. November's the time. The tail end of November is when you want to come.
Yeah, but here in the Pacific Ocean, near the Pacific Ocean, you never know.
Yeah. Tail end of November, early part of December.
Right? So, Paul Godwin, hello. Thank you for joining us on our live stream. Welcome to Rich Rich Abroad. The permanent SSRV is going up from $10,000 to $15,000 soon.
And Paul, I don't know if you're joining us late, but that is one of the reasons I asked him his age is for that very reason, because it depends on what kind of visa you're looking for when you come here. So but yeah, it is going up. I read that recently. And by the way, he's not here, but Mike from our Philippines journey is really knowledgeable when it comes to stuff like that. Super knowledgeable.
Check out his channel.
Yeah. And Obi-Wan, it's a type of visa for people who want to retire in the Philippines. The SSRV is. But you can Google that and they'll give you a pretty good explanation of it.
Yes. Okay? Just type SSRV.
Yep.
Okay, so Joey said, our country is a paradise, guys. Forget women. They're come to you, but you must vet carefully and don't be fooled by the hospitality that they bring.
Exactly. I love Joey. Great take. Great take. Black Box gave a great definition. So do that, please. If you
will. The SSRV is a special retirement visa, OB1. It has certain stipulations attached that you must meet in order to apply.
There you go. Thank you very much, Black Box. Appreciate that. Blank papers in the house. What's going on?
And
Highland
then,
Park.
Big Boss kind of chimed into the SSRV. It gives you permanent residency. Okay. It's the retiree visa for unmarried foreigners.
Correct.
Okay. So,
all right. Mr. said go to Henan province in China. I've been to Henan, and we should, Mr. We gotta get together and chop it up a little bit, bro.
Yeah. Okay. So Mike T said.
Wait, hold on. Slow down there, big shooter. Okay. Slow down. Yeah. Mr. Let's get together and chop it up, bro. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Mike T said another great live stream, Richie and Cheng. Thank you both for. Both catch you the next one. Thank you. We always appreciate you coming here on our live stream and joining in the conversation.
2 minutes. We're gonna try to get through these comments in 2 minutes. Let's see.
Okay, so the Black Box said, I will still be needing to tap your brain for advice for protecting my account and so my bank won't close. Big Boss.
All right, that's for Big Boss.
All right. Okay. So Death Ray, I think Death Ray is one of the youngest here, 35.
35. Death Ray, I think Death Ray is probably the youngest. Right?
And then Lucas said, Vitali could have been deported a long time ago, but according to news, neither the U.S. nor Russia refused to take him back, so he may have to rot in Bilibid prison.
He's not gonna be allowed back in the U.S. I can tell you that. He's not gonna be accepted back in the U.S. at all. Promise that. Promise that. So if Russia doesn't take him back, I don't know what they do with him, but he's not gonna be. He only had a green card. And that's a temporary residence. So when you act the fool and ass out, that can be yanked from you. Yeah, that can be yanked from you. And yeah.
So. Okay, so the black box said, I'm a 125.
You old as hell. You old as hell.
So the big boss said, black box, check out your local credit unions. There seems to be less issues with them. The State Department CU is another good one for expats.
Okay, and the last super chat from
Black
Paper, who is a member.
Black Paper, thank you so much for the super chat. Mike from Detroit. FYI, Wyoming is also a north to south street inside the city of Detroit, and yes, the state of Wyoming is beautiful. Arigato.
A lot of rocks. A lot of rocks there, right? I remember driving through Wyoming, and anyway, it's different. Yeah, different topic. Yeah, okay. But it is in some places very beautiful. In the northern part of Wyoming, very beautiful. In the southern part, but in the middle, I don't know.
Okay. So the black box said, I also have
Poke me again. Poke me one more time.
They said we have 2 minutes.
I got you. Yeah.
Okay, the black box said, I also have a Chime account. Big boss, I was planning to use that as my primary source over in the Philippines and using Wise and
I agree.
Morena Pay and sometimes Western Union for now.
Marina is seems pretty good. I use Remitly. I do use Chime and I use Wise, and they work pretty good. Right.
All right.
Anything is better than YouTube because YouTube takes 30%. The rest of them take 2 to 5%. And that's way better. Okay? Let's see.
All right.
Okay. Stephen McCardle jumped in. Is in the house.
Steven.
What's up, Stephen?
Thank you.
Right. I know you're late, but that's all good. We still love having you in the house. John Franklin.
Okay,
John.
House, right? Hello, John. Thank you for joining. Please help me understand. The Philippines is a developing nation with huge cultural differences. Infrastructure and technology are behind, and you have to be willing to endure bugs, heat, and a family. Why?
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, it's a developing nation. There's a lot of differences and it is. I mean, you kind of summed it up. It just but is that any different from places in Texas or South Carolina or Florida where we got the swamps and there's bugs and heat, right? I mean, and high humidity. I don't think it's that much different except for the obviously developing nation part.
Yeah. Okay? So Obi-Wan said, hardly any mosquitoes and internet is good if you pay for it.
I have zero problems with mosquitoes, by the way. I live on the 50th floor, soon to be the 43rd. I have zero problems with mosquitoes until I go to her parents' house.
Because we live on the
and that's the only time I have problems with mosquitoes is then, right? Okay.
LOL said, lol man, you're still on? Had to dip for a minute. Pressure pump was acting up and I gotta have hot showers all fixed now. Thank you so much.
Okay. I think we got Okay, hold on.
Okay, Manny Ayala.
Right?
Hello. Thank you, Manny, for joining us. And welcome to Rich Abroad. What's up, Rich?
Manny? What's going on, bro?
I'm landing October 25 for my retirement test run. Retiring in 2027.
Excellent. Come on with it, man. And when you get here, make sure you look us up. Make sure you get at us, right?
Anders.
All right. Anders is in the house. We welcome you, Anders. A little late to the party, but it's all good. We still love you, and you know you're always invited.
Okay. Christine said, John Franklin, don't ask why. Every country has its issues. It is what it is, just the way things are. Accept, adapt, or if you can't, leave it alone.
Yeah. It's that's a great summary, Kristen. I appreciate that. We all have our problems. I mean, if you go to South Carolina or Georgia or Florida, we have sand fleas, we have all kinds of mosquitoes, all kinds of stuff, and it's hot and it's humid, all of that. So every country has its issues. No one's immune to that.
Okay, right? So Richie, what kind of account do you have with T-Mobile?
Frank, good question. I have to look it up. It's a month to month. It's not like
lock-in period.
It's not like a contract. It's a month-to-month contract. T-Mobile has it, and I pay like $26 a month for my phone service. I never end up using it all, never. But it's excellent. Never had a problem ever.
Yeah, so that's it. I think
okay.
we've had that covered.
Yeah, and then
so
last one for Anders.
Anders.
Anders, you got the last comment of the day.
And to answer the original question, absolutely, you can love your country. I'm 55, left Norway for the US 35 years ago. Still love Norway, and will love both Norway and the US when I leave.
Sorry, I gotta do this. Living Our Lives is obviously a Marine. Love my San Feliz Paris Island, August 15, 1988. So I got to give my shout out to the Marines. I'm not a Marine. I'm an Army man, but my son is a Marine, and he's stationed in South Carolina right now. So I'll shout out to you and give you the last comment of the day. You guys, we love you. Thanks for joining us for all this time. Thanks for making our live streams what they are. Hopefully they'll get better. We're sorry about the mix-up with the couples connection. Next week we got something lined up, and hopefully the next week it will be a much better show. But I think we had some good conversation here. Yes. I would have loved to have the couples connection because I really like it, and clearly the fans like it. People are clamoring over it. So you guys, when you call in and say you want to be on, make sure you're ready to be on. Okay. Just make sure you're ready to be on. We understand that some things do happen, family things happen, and life happens. But yeah, let's we'll bring it back next week, and hopefully it'll be a better show. Thank you guys. We love you. We got to go eat. I'm starving.
Yeah, and Luca and Christine, if you have single friends.
Kristen, not Christine.
Okay, but we're okay. I'm just talking the Filipino way.
Okay.
Okay, Christine and Luca, if you have Filipino friends who are single and want to join our couples connection, let us know and hit us an email or send us an email.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just for the sake of this, if you would, Kristen or Christine, send us put a message in here so we know how to pronounce your name, because I don't want to mispronounce your name. I hate people butchering my name, but yeah, let us know how to pronounce your name. Just so we make sure we get it right.
Yeah, okay? I'm posting the email here so you can send it out to your
friends. Just put it in the comments here.
Yeah, I already did.
Cool. Okay. You can send us an email, and you can also, and Kristen or Christine, put your name put the pronunciation in the comments so I don't butcher your name. Ching probably has it right. But I want to make sure. So thank you guys. We love you. We're gonna go eat.
If you like this, please don't forget to hit the like and the regular comment button. Give us some comment once this video or
and if you like this live stream, we got a whole bunch of other live streams that are just as good, if not better. So check those out too.
Yes.
As for the members only, welcome to our members only platform. We are going to be doing a members only live stream, and it's going to work this time. I promise.
Hopefully.
We learned a lot. No, hopefully. I think we got to figure it out. It will work, and it's going to be fun. We got a whole bunch of people in the members only now, so it should be much, much better. We'll make that happen during the week. We love you guys. Thank you guys. We're out of here. Deuces.
We're out.